just received in our newspaper.
My two opponents had like over like 100, like in the 150s.
Sorry, you were in Finland?
Yeah.
Fighting in Finland?
Yeah.
Fighting the Finns?
Yeah, I fought a Lithuanian and a Finnish person.
That's kind of tight.
Yeah. Is like, what is it like? What's the pressure like for you to fight these guys that have more, like, way more experience? You would say.
Well, going to Finland, like everybody thought I was gonna lose. Like everybody thought, you know, like no, truly, because like
They were all, he's going to fail.
Well, like I have 20 fights, right? So I'm really unexperienced, and right, I've never competed at an international level before, and usually like 17 Canadians went, and I was the only one to win gold.
Really?
So right, like it was a tough tournament too. So like going into it, no one had like really high expectations for it, other than my coach and I. So
that's pretty good. Like especially, I don't know. That was disappointing hearing that people thought you were gonna lose. Like what does that do for you?
I mean, it kind of does relieve a little bit of like pressure off me. You know what I mean? Because no one expected me to do as well as I did.
So you kind of like it. You
Low
kind of like it.
expectations.
You like being the underdog.
Yeah, I've always been the underdog. Every
Yeah.
one of my fights, I've been the underdog.
So okay. That's interesting. Like I don't know. I just like it must be crazy. Like the one question I really did have, like I want to know the feeling of when they raise your hand of being the champ. Like what is that feeling like? Because I couldn't imagine that like is anything like to. Like that doesn't come close to anything in life. Like that, you raising your hand like I fucking did it. Especially when you're fucking like the cases you're always the underdog. That's got to be a different type of feeling, man.
Yeah, like the feeling of fighting, like every getting into the ring, all the nerves before and during and after, like it's crazy. Like especially when you get your hand raised and you just won that gold in that tournament, right? Like you're walking on cloud 9. Like there's no other feeling like that in the world.
Yeah, especially it's like something that you like you train like you just said you train 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Like what is that looking like?
So I'll have 2 boxing workouts and then I'll go have like a cardio workout.
Take us through like a boxing workout. Like what is that? What does that take?
So a boxing workout is I'll go there, you know, get dressed, get ready, 10-minute warm up, which will concern like it'll be like 10-minute skip or like 5-minute skip and like stretch out. And then we'll hop straight to like some bag work, pads, like even some like little drills. So they'll set up like a ladder or something along the lines. And then like even partner work, shadow boxing with like constraints, which means like like jab only or like right hand only or like if working on in and outs, stuff along the lines like that.
So like how long have you been boxing now for?
Well, this is like basically my first competitive year of boxing.
Right.
But
did you have a year before of like just training?
Yeah, well, when I started boxing, I was injured. I was concussed and I had like a fractured skull and everything. So like I wasn't clear to fight for a pretty long time. So that was why like I wasn't really competitive up until this year and the COVID thing. So
what was the initial thing that got you into boxing then?
I was always like I was doing kickboxing at MTC for a little bit just for fun. Like I was like 12 maybe when I first started there. And then I wasn't really too fond of the kicking. Like I was just not really too into it. And I like the boxing aspect of it better. So then I started at Border City. And then maybe like my first week there, I got jumped at Herman. And like it was pretty bad. So like after that whole experience, I like really wanted to like I didn't want to be seen as a victim, you know what I mean? So that really like kind of gave me like set a fire under me and really pushed me into wanting to do something with the sport.
Like it's interesting that you said that where you want to like you were kickboxing as that happened, as you got jumped at Herman or
yeah, but like I wasn't like taking it seriously. No, I would just do it like as like a little outlet, like
right.
Friends and a little workout, right?
Right. And then it's interesting because a lot of people have that. Like I think Mike Tyson was something like that where he was getting beat up and then he decided he wanted to take like boxing. I mean, his whole story is like even his coach like raising him and then being like, hey, the only thing that matters is like the person in front of you in that rink. And that's what he taught him. Joe Rogan was like that too. Joe Rogan got his ass beat one time and then that's when he started taking, I think it was like Taekwondo or whatever. So like that initial thing was like, okay, I need to do something. Like what was the mindset then?
Like the whole mindset behind it was like even like the jumping
Mhm.
wasn't even initially like the worst part about it. It was everything after, like all the bullying and all the kids shit talking me, like, oh, brain damage, this and that, like just making fun of me.
What? They were just making fun of you for having brain damage after you got jumped?
Yeah, I mean, like,
How many dudes was it?
how many dudes who jumped me? Or
Yeah.
it was 3 of them.
That's not fair.
So it was the first week of grade 9, and
Fuck.
I don't like live by Herman. I live in Devonshire Heights,
Mhm.
but my cousin went to school there at Herman, and I had a syndrome growing up in school, or like during grade school. So I never like really went to grade school, like 3 to 8. I had this cyclic vomiting syndrome, so I would throw up like every day, maybe like 20 times a day. So I was basically living in the hospital. So I had
Fuck.
like holes in my esophagus and my stomach, and like I was like I always needed an
Melting from
IV
the
in me.
inside.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So like at least I knew like if I went to Herman I'd have a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Herman, and within the first week of it, I got approached in the hallway, and I was tiny, like I was under 90 pounds, right? Like I got approached in the hallway by this, like he was grade 11. His name's never mind, but
Yeah.
Say his full legal name.
yeah,
It's
but
Zach Reed.
he he approached my cousin and I and was like, hey, like I heard you talking shit. I'm like, no, not talking
I'm
shit.
15.
Yeah, no, I'm 13 years old, bro. Like you could fit 2 of me in you. Like,
Yeah.
no. And he's like, yeah, all right, bro. Like, how about let's go outside right now? Like, settle this right now. I'm like, no, like I'm okay. You know?
Did this guy just
I'm
pick a
good.
fight with you because he knew that you like? Were you doing kickboxing at this
No,
time?
no one knew who I was. I think it was more just of like they're trying to look hard, like get a a video
Oh,
of
yeah.
them
Oh.
beating on me,
On
like
a 90-pound
Of a 90-pound.
Yeah, like,
ninth grader. Yeah.
so.
They looked fucking hard as shit.
Yeah,
All
and
3 of them.
after that happened, they're like, okay, like I'm gonna catch you outside then, like we're gonna catch you. And I was like, yeah, okay, like whatever. And I didn't. I thought it was kind of just like empty threats, like
Yeah.
almost like I don't know, like I never had anything like that happen to me before. Like I've never been in that situation, so I didn't really know how to take it. But my cousin who was standing right there next to me the whole time was like, all right, bro, like let's go to Domino's. And I was like, yeah, like no, bro.
But that was crazy, bro. Let's go get some fucking pizza.
Yeah, that's literally how it was. And I was like, no, like fuck no, we're not going to get
Don't
pizza.
go outside, bro.
And he's like, okay, I'll buy you a slice. And I was like,
Fuck.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Like, that's all you got to say.
Safety. Domino's Pizza.
Hey. I hate Domino's.
Now?
Yeah,
I hate-
like you hate
so, like,
Domino's. Yeah.
I-
After effect.
Domino's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So then on our way to Domino's, they run out of the alleyway, and they gathered about like, there's probably like 30 kids there to watch. So behind them. So they all follow around. You know, he comes up behind me, hits me, picks me up, slams me, starts kicking me, and my cousin's just kind of standing there in awe, right? I mean, we're 13. I'm not holding it to him. Like, thought I was dead. And so then, like, the 2 other guys run up, start kicking me, and then they start beating up my cousin. And,
Fuck.
like, I'm unconscious. I'm done. Blood's coming out my ears. Like, and then,
And afterwards, kids are calling you brain damage.
yeah, like, I had to be rushed to the
Kids are
hospital.
fucking ruthless, man.
Bro, that's like a crazy introduction to grade 9. Like,
Yeah,
fucking
it was-
Jesus Christ.
That's a rough start.
That's a real rough start. Like what? Okay, like then what? What was the injuries? Like you said, skull. Like what was the
Yeah,
injuries?
so after I got jumped, I woke up in the hospital, all my family around me, and we didn't know what was going to happen to me because the injuries were really serious. So, like, they kind of told my mom, like, you know, like, he needs to go rush him to the London hospital right now because there's a big chance, like, he's not going to make it. So they rushed me to the London hospital. I had to get a bunch of surgery, and I think I was in there for about 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, but like I was really pushing to get out of there because I didn't want to be in there. But my injuries were I had brain bleed, a fractured skull, lost hearing, and that's all I think. But yeah, like it was tough. So
Fuck those kids.
I
man.
feel like
God damn.
I'd be inspired to do some kind of combat sport after that.
I want to know who did it now.
I want to know who did it too.
You want to say the name? We'll edit it out. Say
Yeah,
the name. We'll edit it out.
it was.
That does sound familiar.
I think he lives around in this area, but
Does he have a brother?
I know that name.
I don't know if he has a brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't be like, oh, I wonder what those guys' story
Yeah,
is.
and then he's my age.
I think I know that.
So the
name
other
too.
two were older, and then the other one's my age.
I got that guy banned from my McDonald's.
No,
Hey.
fuck him.
Yeah, fuck
Fuck
that
yeah,
dude, bro.
fuck-
He
fuck
ran.
those kids
he
that-
got a milkshake, ran back in the store, and whipped it at the fucking screens.
Yeah, kids are weird.
And then he tried to come behind the counter.
Yeah, delinquents.
I got that guy's picture on my phone.
It's also weird now with like fighting like that, right? Where because when me and him used to go downtown, it's funny because everyone will ask, like, I should ask, how old are you? Like 19?
Oh, I'm 18.
18?
Yeah.
Like when we go downtown, it used to be literally like we never fucked with anybody, man. Like we actually, people don't believe it when we say it, but we actually went down there to like just dance and party. Like I'm not even kind of joking. We'd get a fat group do that, but as we're leaving, there's it's never good, right? There's just people, you're all drinking and everyone wants to fight. But what's interesting is, like my dad used to talk about it. So when my dad's like back in the day when you used to fight, if the guy got hit and he's down, like it was like if me and you had a problem, it's like me and you handle it, we handle it, and then that's it. Like that's the end of it. But the thing is now is like we watched this one guy. I'm not even kidding. One time he got they decided to start fighting. Like it's these two groups, and this one dude he's so hammered he misses. Like goes to throw a right hand at this guy, misses completely, and this dude just comes right through the middle and fucking boom. He's knocked out. After he's knocked out, he actually stops hitting the guy. He doesn't even continue. It's the guy behind him that starts kicking him in the head. And I'm like, holy fuck, man. Like, he's out. Like, you know what I mean? We were there. We were there that night. And I was like, bro, we got to get out of here. Like, that's fucking awful.
Yeah, terrible.
It's good because it's not like that anymore. There's no, like, it's like, oh, my boy's getting jumped. Then we all. It's like even that situation for, like, 3 guys need to fucking come kick you in the head.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Some
mean?
ninth graders.
Like, yeah, especially because, like, they were in 11th grade. Like 11th grade and 9th graders are like significantly different because like you're a 9th grader going into high school. You're probably nervous as fuck too. First week, you're trying to figure this like
Oh, it was
whole
the first week?
The first week of grade 9.
Come on.
First week of grade 9. And then these kids, grade 11, coming over there and fucking doing that shit. It's like, I don't know what people get out of that, but it's like so many people are flawed. You can't even, I don't even know. There's so many people that do fucked up things. Then what did like, so then was that the initial spark? Was that the initial thing?
Yeah, that was like definitely the thing that set
What
the
did
fire
you
under me.
What did you tell yourself then once you got out of the hospital? What was like what was the thing you were looking at?
Like, when I got out of the hospital, like, I don't know, like, I was definitely like super scared to get back to school, but like I was kind of like eager to because I wanted to show them like I wasn't scared. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then like going back to school and everybody, like even like my own friends, right, were making fun of me, calling this and that, like bringing it up all the time. Like I could never hear the end of it.
Those sound like friends, man.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
They're just
Right?
fucking assholes, man.
Yeah.
It's not your fucking fault.
I know. Well, like even when like those kids, when the police asked, like, yeah, like what happened? Is he called my mom a bitch, and the other guy's like, oh, he called me an asshole. Like, come on. Really? Yo, I got a death wish? Like, walk around that school calling everyone names? Like, bro.
What? You know that
First
guy's
fucking
mom
week.
like that?
Yeah.
You could also be like, it's the first week of grade. I don't
Yeah.
know these people.
I just met you, bro.
But is that how it just started? This guy just thought you were talking shit, and he was just like,
I don't even think he.
I don't think you really thought
Yeah,
you were
I
talking
don't
shit.
think-
I don't think.
he thought I was talking shit.
yeah. It's just like, I'm angry.
Yeah.
I'll take it out on another individual.
But like, even before he beat on me, like there was a lot of other cases of him acting
Just-
out and
he's
assaulting
just
other
doing
kids.
that, yeah.
he was just about that, you know.
Just a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of those guys end up getting like what they deserve. Maybe not right then and there, but like later on in the future.
Yeah, millionaires.
Yeah. They're doing phenomenal.
Way better than us. I don't-
Yeah, man. So then, what was the first sport that you did then after that, like fighting wise? Was
Sorry?
it kickboxing, jiu-jitsu first?
No, I did boxing.
You did.
Yeah,
did originally
so-
did boxing first. When was
No,
the first?
no. Sorry, I did kickboxing first.
Okay. When did you start that?
I think when I was about grade 7.
Oh shit! So it was
So-
before you got jumped.
Yeah, but I never like. And then right like before I got jumped, I just started at Border City, started boxing there, and I was trying to get into the fighters class, but the thing with like Border City at the time is like, you have to kind of like prove yourself to get to the fighters class. So like you have to start like the rec class or the kids class, and there's like different coaches there. Then the fighters class has my coach now, who's Andre Georges, and so yeah, like you have to kind of like be good or to get in there. So like I was trying to like at that point like prove myself, like I got the skills to get in there. But then that happened to me, and right as that happened to me, I was like maybe like 2 days before that I got into the fighters class. So then that happened to me, and then like it was like, oh yeah, like the doctors told me like, yeah, you're never fighting. Like you shouldn't even think about boxing ever again in your whole life.
What did you feel when they said that?
Awful, but like
I just made it, bro. He just made it.
Yeah,
I know. He just fucking made it.
But I'm like, there was no doubt in my mind that I was gonna fight.
You were gonna go back.
Like
yeah.
I knew like I'm gonna fight. Like fuck that.
Like when you started at Border City, did you know right away as soon as you started boxing that, oh, I want to do this? Like I want to do this for as long as I can?
I don't think I had the passion for it as I do now, definitely. But like now, like this is like the thing I want to do with my life. Like this is like it's all I ever think about. Like I went on vacation. It's a week of vacation. All I'm thinking about is boxing. All I do is just feel like shit 'cause I'm not boxing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is the only thing I have passion for. The only thing I want to do with my life is fight. So
I mean, that's pretty. Boxing is one hell of a fucking thing to take, especially if it was like a hobby at first, but now it's like something you want to do. It's like those things are getting hit in the head, man. Like getting hit in the head's a lot. Like what do you think about it? Is that nothing crosses your mind like that?
I love that shit.
You love
I
it?
love that.
You love when fucking gets a little rock, gets you a little jolt?
I mean, I eat those, bro. I eat those.
I take those. I take those easy.
I eat those. That actually may be the title of this. I eat those, man. I eat those. That's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
But like, when you had your first what would it be, amateur fight?
Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking? What were the thoughts in your head?
So I had 3 fights before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then all my fights have just been with the last year. So my first fight was before COVID. So I think I was about grade 10. So I was like 16, 15. And what happened was I was supposed to be fighting Detroit at this venue. And the guy I was supposed to be fighting actually pulled out. And then my teammate was like 3 years older than I. He pulled out because he got sick. So then they matched me and this opponent who's 3 years older than me and had a bunch of fights.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Detroit, so they don't care about this stupid Canadian coming over here trying to get some fights. So I got my ass whipped my first fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like was it first round or?
No, it went to decision.
You went to decision.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like it was one sided, right? Like he gave it to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
did it make you think like, oh shit, like these, like I actually got some steps to take, like?
Yeah, of course, right? Like definitely. Yeah, it definitely showed me like I need to work on some things and what I need to do. But the whole thing, like your first fight in boxing really dictates if you want to do the sport or not.
Right. You'll know right then and
like,
there.
You'll know like if you really want it or like you really like that shit, right? But yeah, I loved it. Like I don't even care. I got my ass whooped and I just wanted to go back harder. Right.
They make you want to train harder too.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Yeah,
let's get back to the fucking drawing board
right away.
Right.
So then after that, I went on to win like my next 10 fights, and then I lost or my next 9 fights, and then I lost my 10th fight in Detroit to the 8 times Irish champ who had like 180 fights and came straight from Ireland to get experience. One day it was a 1 day notice, like his guy pulled out, so then I went over there and fought him, and then I lost him by split decision, and then I won everything else. So I'm 22-2 right now.
22-2.
Yeah.
That's a good record to sit on.
Your
man.
first 2 fights were not in your favor, man. They were not looking good.
No, yeah, the school one and then that. Yeah.
It was
but like
you weren't set up to like succeed, to be honest.
On the day notice, do they like for welterweight? What is that? 175?
So I fight at 147, which is welterweight.
Oh, yeah, it's totally different. I'm thinking MMA. Damn. So you walk around at like 147?
No, I don't walk around. I walk around to like maybe right now I'm like 155.
Oh, so you stay close.
Yeah, I stay relatively close.
Do you like to be like that? So in case the short notice, and then you can.
Yeah, well, usually if it's short notice, like I'll try to get as much off as I can, like healthy, and then I'm not getting into 147 like that, and they cut you some slack, right? Like it's a day's notice, and it's either do you want to fight or not for the opponent, right? So of course, like you want to fight.
Do you think you have a hard time cutting weight, or
No,
you
easy.
always make weight?
Easy,
Yeah.
always make weight. I've never not made weight. Like,
Damn, there you go.
I'll go sit in sauna for I'll have 7 pounds to cut, and I'll go sit in sauna for like 30 minutes and it's off.
Really?
Yeah. Easy.
Damn, what the fuck's your sauna running at,
Holy
dog?
fuck,
Shit.
bro! You're sweating out more than water.
God damn, man.
Finnish saunas are crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
What's that sauna run up to? You know, like 200?
I don't know, but I'm in there with sweatpants and a hoodie.
Oh
on,
yeah.
So
You had to do the? Have you ever done where they put the bike in? Have you ever seen where they put the bike in the
Yeah,
sauna
I've
and they
seen
fit?
that.
That shit's insane. I couldn't even imagine doing that.
yeah, that's tough. I mean, I'll sit in there and shadow box a little bit, but it comes off easy. So I never got to do nothing like that.
What's the diet like? Do you have to stay like? Is there you on something or?
I mean, like the last few days I've been taking it easy, but yeah, I'm not necessarily like dieting, but I'm eating clean.
Right.
Like I'm not eating no shit or
What's it look like?
a lot of like lean meats. Like I'll eat chicken, turkey, like, and just water. Definitely get my greens, eat my vitamins, for lots of fruits too.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. I'm a big fucking vitamin
You
advocate.
just
man.
gave
There
this
you
guy
go.
so much fucking
Yes.
confidence.
Oh man, I feel the energy in the room now.
Validation.
Validation.
That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good, man. At least they can rely on you too. I think that shows like a lot in a fighter. Like if you can give them a day's notice and be like, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And then you're like, "Yeah, I'm ready to fucking rock."
Of course.
I think that puts a lot of confidence into your like coaches too. Like
Mhm.
your coaches are like, "Oh, okay, we can rely on him." You know what I mean? Like he's ready to fucking show up.
Yeah.
Then what was it like fighting in like Finland and fucking what was it Montreal recently?
So no, I was staying in Montreal for like almost 4 weeks to
Mhm.
train at the Olympic Center there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we flew from Montreal to Finland.
And what was the experience like in Finland, man?
It was crazy, I mean, because there was like 21 countries there or something, and
Mhm.
like over 200 fighters, I think, or maybe 200 fighters. So like it was really surreal, like getting there. It's like, wow, like I've always seen like watch like crazy amateur fights, like international fights, like but it was crazy, and the whole like atmosphere there is like like I was warming up next to the guy I was fighting. I mean, it's just like so crazy. Like
There's that motherfucker right there.
yeah, my coach is like, I'm doing pads with my coach, and he's like, yeah, like you're fighting. I'm like, yeah, that motherfucker right there, coach. I'm staring him down, but
Just shadow boxing at each other.
but yeah, like it's definitely a lot different from fighting here, cause I didn't have my coach. Right.
Oh,
I
your
had
coach didn't go with you?
Well, my the Team Canada coaches.
Oh, okay.
So I never not have my coach in my corner too. So it was a different experience, but it's really good.
Were you nervous not having him in your corner?
Yeah, I was a little nervous not having my corner, but I still got it done.
You still got to push through it.
Yeah,
And you're like,
you
I'm here, man. Like
yeah,
we're here to
there's-
fight.
What else to do?
Yeah, what else to do? Yeah, that's good, man. Like, especially I think what's so interesting about it is I was watching like fights from your thing like 10 months ago, and like to see it now, it's like you could see where the improvements have come, like in the sense of like how you can your footwork, like you move and you rolling out of stuff, especially the body shots, man. Like you can throw some body shots, dog. Them bitches go fast, dog. Shit, you unleash them fuckers.
Yeah, like that's definitely something I like to throw right now. Like as of now, is definitely a lot of liver shots because it just gives so many openings. You know what I mean? Because then you hit them with a nice liver shot and they're scared the whole rest of the time they're in there, right? 'Cause it hurts.
Yeah.
Like
Getting hit in the
it's
body hurts,
Yeah.
dog.
bad.
Getting hit.
Getting
Getting
hit
hit hurts.
Getting hit in general hurts. I think this is it. Like one of these.
Oh,
What
fuck.
was this from?
That dude's face folded.
This is from Finland right here.
This is Finland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me fighting in the finals against the
Look at that
Finnish
dude's
guy.
face folding.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck that guy.
Did
He
you
looks,
get- why,
he
do you
looks
have beef?
scared.
No, we don't have no beef.
But
Fuck him, but fuck him, yeah.
Still, yeah. Yeah, this is me winning my provincials right here.
Nice.
This has become number 1 in Ontario.
What was that feeling when they said you're number 1 in Ontario?
I don't know. I don't really feel nothing.
Really?
Even when I became number 1 in Canada, I was just like, yeah, like whatever.
really?
You know what I mean? Of course, like for like
I'm
a
the
little-
best there is. What do you want?
Are you like, why do you think that? Do you think it's like because the job's not done?
I don't know. Like I don't know. Even like going to Finland, like of course, like I was happy for like an hour, 2 hours later. But then like when you get back into that hotel room and like you sit down, you're like, yeah, like that's it. You know what I mean? Like it just just feel
That
normal
moment just
again.
passed.
I
Yeah.
made it.
Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know when I will get to feel like really happy about it, but
Probably when you
You
start
know.
losing.
yeah. Probably when I start
And then
losing.
start winning again.
Yeah, you got a downfall and then work
Buddy,
back up.
there's highs and lows, baby. Highs and lows.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. What do you think's the biggest thing you've taken away from boxing, like since you started?
Definitely humility.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you know, even like when I like had my first few fights, you know, and started winning, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm the shit, you know. But like even like now I am number one in Canada and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm chill, you know what I mean? Or at least like I try to be for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm in the ring, it's different, but when like I'm outside the ring, I'm definitely like a little humble. But when I'm in there, it's like got that fuck you mentality. And,
I think you have to have it.
yeah, 100%.
I think you have to have it if you're like, bro. I think that is an insane way of living. That's why, like, I don't know how often you watch. Like, I'll watch fights with people and they'll be like, I could fucking do that, and I'm like, bro, you have no idea what it takes. Like, you get gassed out throwing 2 fucking haymakers. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You think, like, I've watched dudes who say that where they're like hyperventilating walking upstairs, and I'm like, what the fuck you mean you're gonna go in there and fight? Like, even like I think because I watch a lot of UFC, so those. I think it's actually wild that they fight for like 25 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's crazy.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I find it crazy that someone's like, oh, I could do that for a living. It's like, bro, I think you have to be something like you have to have like, I don't care about this motherfucker. It's like once it's done, it's done. Like I think it's just like you step in the ring and it's like it's a whole different person essentially is what I think it is. It's gotta be. Is it like that for you?
Oh, 100%.
Like you don't even recognize that guy sometimes in the ring?
I mean, no, I wouldn't say I don't recognize him because like I'm him, right? Like, but like I know, but like even like when I'm warming up and stuff, like I got that like, you know, like I'm ready to go, like I'm fucking, you know, I want to hurt him, like I'm ready to get in there, right? And I don't give a fuck if this guy has 150 fights, 10 fights, like I'm gonna give it to him, right? Like I'm coming.
Mm-hmm. Like your cardio too seems unreal.
Yeah, that's what's carried me
There was
to where I am.
There was like a fight that I was watching. I think his name was Elias, something like that. And I forget his last name, but it was in Detroit. I remember that. But the way that it was a 3-round fight, and what I thought was interesting was he gassed out very quick because he was trying to take your head off. Mm-hmm. And like you did, like you like took some of those shots or whatever. But the thing is like you definitely beat him in cardio. You didn't look like you were tired.
Yeah.
Like, would you say cardio is in your strong point in boxing?
Yeah, that's my strongest point in boxing. 100%. Like all my fights, especially like right now, it's just me outworking them and breaking them down in there, right? Like if my two fights in Finland, it's the guy comes out hard in the first and I weathered the storm, then it's the next 2 rounds of just complete
You play the long game?
domination. Yeah, I try to. I kind of start slow.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like I kind of take a few seconds to like really get in there and you know what I mean? But yeah, like the 2 and 3, like rounds 2 and 3 is definitely where I strive.
Right. Has there ever been like opponent like where you're specifically training for them? Like when you're talking to your coaches or anything like that? Like are you training for like a specific, like it's like, okay, this guy's strong point is like his right hook. Mm-hmm. And it's like, are they training you for that? Like are they like, hey, listen, we got to do this?
Yeah, only once.
Only one person?
Yeah.
And what was the training? What was the difference between that versus all your other training?
Just because I know I was going up and just like I knew who I was fighting for like a while, so like we had a lot of time to train for him, and he like the way his style is like really different from everyone else's, right? So like it was his style of fighting was different than anyone else I fought, right? So I trained for my coach and like you know, sparred for it, and because he was taller than I, lankier than I, and he likes to fight with his hands down and like nice and long, like hooking out and running away the whole time. So like I guess that was the only circumstance I really trained for an opponent.
What do you think the difference was, like in training wise, like learning your reach?
No, just like be doing on pads with my coach, and like because like we see holes in his game, right? Like my coach saw a bunch of holes in his game watching videos and tape of him, so it's just like working on those holes, like working on the combos I can throw, and you know, moving him to his right the whole time because you know he's not used to that, and yeah, like
You think you think you're gonna have more. Would you do even more of those, like as your career keeps going on?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure I'm only gonna do more of those as my career goes on. But like in amateur boxing, you don't really necessarily know who you're fighting until relatively like close to date, right? Like I didn't know who I was fighting in Finland until like
showed up.
Yeah, until I think like the next day, like
Oh wow,
the day
I didn't
before.
even know that. Okay.
Yeah, so
they kind of just like throw you in. They don't give you like the heads up. It's only very rare you get the heads up.
yeah, only very rare. So
Like how often, like what on average? Because I know it's very different for you, but like how many weeks do you get to prepare for stuff like that?
oh, I mean, it's boxing. Especially in the amateur, is really just like short notice. Besides, like, I mean, this Finland fight, like, I knew I was gonna come, like, it was coming in months' time, but I didn't know who I was fighting, right? So, I mean, I'm always ready. I'm always training. I'm always going hard. Like, there's never a time where I'm just resting and taking it easy. So, like, it doesn't really matter, right?
You're always on the go.
Always, yeah.
Always fucking moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think for guys like that too, I think you have to, because like you said, like, oh man, I go on vacation. The only thing I think about is like, how can I get better at my, like, you know, my craft or whatever. And I think with that, I think that comes like a lot of things, because I think you can move that into something else, like things that you do in life other than boxing, right? Like if you looked at boxing as like, hey, this is something that I can continuously get better at and I want to improve at, I think it could go the same way with most things in life, to be quite honest with you.
100%. Like, you see it from fighters all the time. Even at my gym, fighter like the previous to me, his name's Tanner Grass. He stopped boxing, became a real estate agent, and now he's making loads of money. He's doing really good, and and boxing didn't quite work out for him, and now real estating is, and he's doing amazing, right?
Yeah, but it's like, but I think it's the skills that you learn from it. I think it's like the
mentality,
the mentality, the thing of like always pushing yourself. It's like I always think I thought football was great. Like I played football in high school, and the one thing I think I got out of that was it's like the brotherhood that you'll never lose, and like the discipline, like the fact that, oh, okay, it's hot as fuck out and we're sprinting. Like we're gonna be sprinting fucking back and forth all day till people are throwing up. But the thing is like you're all doing it. Like you're all doing it, and I think it's like especially my workout partner used to tell me all the time. He's older than me. He's like in his 40s, and he played football his entire life. He's a professional bodybuilder. He does all that shit. And what he says is, because if you apply the same things to everything, you most likely will succeed. But it's like it's hard to explain that to people sometimes, and sometimes it's hard to even see. I think for most people, because like you don't look at it as that. Like I'm like, what do you? When he first said that, when I first started working out, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this guy's saying. Like, what do you mean the same thing? But then it was like as I took it, as I was like, hey, because I wouldn't skip a workout, so why would I skip on like things I actually have to do, like priorities, like get shit done, right? And it's like I think I looked at that as like what he was saying. He's like, would you miss that, or would it impede you from coming to the gym at 4:30 every day? And I'm like, no. And he goes, then what the fuck does it matter? Like, do your thing, man. I think you have to be selfish like that too, in a way. And it's not even acknowledged like that anymore. It's like, oh fuck, everyone has like this mindset of, oh, poor me. But it's like, man, you like, especially you could have had that. Imagine if you like after you got jumped and you were like that and you were like, fuck, like the world's against me. But it's like you didn't have that mindset. It's like, okay, like we got to buckle down and figure out some shit, right? Like that's fucking so important, man.
Yeah, like if you
especially for you being so young, trying to figure that out, right?
Yeah, if you apply if I apply the dedication I do to boxing to anything, right? Like I can do anything.
That's
right?
Seriously a good mindset to have. Was there any other sports that you did?
I played football before, and maybe before kickboxing a little bit, but I don't know. I wasn't the
when you were
biggest fan.
8.
Yeah, when I was younger. But yeah, I've always just been boxing.
It's interesting, the fighting. What about jiu-jitsu? You said you did jiu-jitsu for a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
What was that?
jiu-jitsu
What was your
for a little
experience
bit.
during that?
Oh, I like jiu-jitsu, but it was just more of a thing. Like if I wanted to be all in boxing, I can't be doing jiu-jitsu. Just
Right, you wanted to give it all.
Yeah, But I love jiu-jitsu, and I especially love all the people there. Everybody's so nice, dude.
Yeah, dude, everyone is so nice. For people that could fucking strangle you and like rip off your limbs in like any sort of way, they're the nicest people.
Yeah, nicest people ever.
So fucking nice, man. What's like the worst injury you've ever had in boxing so far, or any injuries, I should say?
I haven't gotten any bad injuries other than sprained thumbs, sprained finger. Like my shoulders are burnt though.
You burnt
Yeah.
from like what this past weekend, even last like.
Just in general.
Oh.
My shoulders. I mean, my shoulders are turned in. Like I have like that like worse like posture for my shoulders.
Oh, it's like the front, like the
Yeah,
What do
like
they
from-
call that? I don't
from
even. Yeah.
boxing all the time. I don't know what they call it, but it's bad. Like they said, like when I get older, like
Oh yeah, you'll probably have to get. We were talking about shoulder replacements yesterday. Actually, yeah, we were.
Let's pull the video.
Yeah, would you do would you do stem cells or like a full on shoulder replacement?
I mean, probably stem cells if I could, but
Yeah,
I mean, who knows?
Fuck. Who knows what
just
they'll have in the
expensive.
future?
Yeah, I don't.
How
I mean,
much them? How long those shoulders got? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I only think about now, really. So
You just like a living in the present sort of guy.
like I mean, if I'm 40 years old, my shoulders are burnt. I don't like, or they're done. I don't really give a fuck, honestly.
just be well. There'll probably be so much shit out by then.
Yeah.
I feel like there'll definitely be some like
Robot
medical
arms.
shit. Robot arms. Can you imagine? Fucking throw some robot. Like I'm back to fucking.
Do you think
I was
robot
18.
arms would ruin the sport of boxing or improve it?
If everybody has them, it would improve it.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But like, it's just robot arms fighting each other.
yeah.
The training wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
You
would
got
it be
robot
really any
arms.
Right.
skill?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Would it ruin it or improve it?
I don't even know.
Because
Because it's like
then you're not just taking a fist; you're taking metal.
you're taking like full on metal.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, could you like what if you could program it to just fucking like whack, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just a full on like hit you as hard as you could.
I feel like it might improve it.
There'd be
I
so
feel
many,
like it would improve
there
it.
would be so many first round knockouts. It'd
Yeah.
be fucking game over. Some guy just gets clipped the wrong time. It'd just be, but you would have to work on your defense game. So fucking.
Well, would you have to? Or would you have to program your robot arms to do it?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, well, if you only have robot arms, like defense is just moving, right? You just gotta
Yeah, but
move.
what if you can program the arm to just block everything?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, man.
like, what if you can? That's a good. Like, I don't know.
Robot arms.
Robot arms.
Or the limitations.
We should keep this idea.
Write
Because
that
we
down.
want-
Write that down.
In case we ever want to start a boxing league, just robot arm boxing league. Fucking just. And then like someone's like, all right, we gotta stop. We gotta put WD-40 on this
On my
bitch.
arm.
Fucking lube that bitch up, dog. That shit's rusting. That shit's rusting as fuck. You have to like make constant repairs on it because like bolts would be flying. Things
I don't
would be
think you could have a
crushed.
crowd.
in
Robot arm boxing?
No, because there'd be
murders.
there'd be deaths.
There'd be a lot more
There,
deaths than
there'd be
usual.
so much more deaths.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I might watch it.
I may watch it.
Yeah. I might turn my opinion on boxing. If there was robot arms.
What's your opinion on boxing?
I hope one of you wins. That's great. Good for you guys.
I hope one of you win. He's just gonna be standing there.
don't hurt each other too bad.
Don't hurt each other
You
too
guys
bad.
got jobs and shit, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Especially it's like fucking sparring.
Yeah.
People who spar too hard. It's like, hey man, I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all got places to fucking be.
Yeah. I'm first in Ontario for something.
For what?
Archery.
No way.
I mean, not anymore, obviously, but I used to be.
Back in like 2015?
15, 16, one of the two.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Number one archer.
And when you said I didn't really feel nothing after, I'm like, yeah, right. It's
He
they
didn't feel
they hand you a little certificate, you get a little picture taken, and it's over.
That's it.
how long does it take to become a pro?
I mean, I could become pro right now.
Can you?
Yeah, we can.
What's
yeah.
the stoppage, or what's the holdup?
I just don't want to become pro.
Oh, you just
Right
like
now.
winning, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, like, you know, I want to build myself up as a fighter before I
Yeah.
go pro, because especially in the pros, how the game is now, it's like you lose that O and you like it's hard to come back from that,
Mhm.
right? Because now like the standards in boxing is like, oh, look at like Floyd Mayweather, and I mean, look, Haney, Shakur, Tank, all the zeros, or all the best fighters have a zero right now. And, you know, if you lose that zero, like,
You ain't shit.
yeah, you ain't shit. So
It crushes them. Especially like a lot of people have always a lot to say after someone loses. Like even like yesterday, like Ryan Garcia. Like it was like some people was like, oh, I fucking. I'm like, bro, Ryan's still like a problem.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's young as fuck and he
Yeah.
and not to, like bro, Javante Davis is a fucking like literally a tank, and that boy hits hard as fuck. So you're like, for someone to say like, oh, you know, because I've seen like some tweets or whatever like talking about Ryan Garcia, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck these people. I don't know what people are talking about or what they're looking at. Like sometimes I don't think people are looking at the same fight. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, it's definitely people who don't know the sport, right? Talking like
Casuals.
That, but yeah, like Garcia's 23 years old and Tank's 28.
Mhm.
Like he's got forever.
Casuals.
Yeah, they are. It's casuals to the sport. It's like the same fucking dudes that say, I could fucking do that. Like, yeah, I could do that. They're like 15 beers deep. Like, yeah, I bet you could fucking do that.
50, I feel like 15 beers deep, you could.
Yeah,
You can probably
sure.
you can take most hits 15 beers deep.
Yeah, man.
You can.
I don't think so.
You
15,
can.
15 beers deep, you're just a half slap away.
Listen,
You
man.
know?
Listen, it goes two ways. Either you can tank them all, you got an iron chin, or like you fall the wrong way and you're out for a week. It's just how it is.
It's like you're either a Nate Diaz or a Ben Askren. It's like one of the fucking two, dog. It's like either you get that knee to the chin, it's or you're fucking just Nate Diaz, where you're like, God damn,
Hit me again. Hit
is
me
the
again.
fight done? Is the fight done? The fucking Stockton slap. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck. That guy's an animal, though. They say with Nate Diaz, thank God we have to fight him in a ring with a time limit. Because like if we had to fight him on the street, we're gonna have to fucking kill the guy. Like you're gonna have to fucking shoot him because he won't stop. He does not go down, man. That's scary. What about you? Like how many you think have you ever been knocked out yet?
No.
No?
I mean, besides when I got jumped.
I mean
but-
besides
I've,
that.
I've never been stopped or TKO'd or like even I haven't really been rocked in a fight, honestly. Like my fights in Finland, like I took some blows, but nothing shocked me or like flashed me. Nothing like felt good.
What's the next day after a fight feel like? It's hurting?
Not my head, but definitely my body's like super sore.
Fuck. Those couple body shots maybe? Or just from
I think
moving?
it's just from overextending some punches, like, you know, missing some punches. So then like where like my shoulders are burnt too the next few days. Like, yeah, it's not in my back too hurts, but
Your back hurts?
yeah.
Do you do any like weight training at all?
Yeah, I mean, not anything like too serious, but I'll go like to the gym with my friends and lift some weights a little bit every now and then. But
Where'd
it's
you go?
mostly Mobody.
Nice.
That's the fancy one.
That's
ain't
the
it?
fancy one, man. That boy.
got
Hey, you
smoothie
live in
machines.
Devonshire Heights, dog. They ain't fucking around over there, man.
Hey, you get what you pay for at Mobody.
Yeah. Bro, I went in there. I went in there this for a tour, like just like this to look around, and I knew right away as soon as I walked in there, like that's not like I go to fucking Fit for Less where all the fucking meatheads go and shit, and I'm like. I walked in there and I'm like, they think I'm a fucking inmate that just came in here fucking looking around, dog. Like who the fuck let this guy in, man?
Yeah.
But the only reason I really like that gym though is like they have a pendulum squat.
Pendulum squat.
It's like can you search up a pendulum squat for me,
Sometimes
please?
I think he just makes up words.
It's bro, it's like this. You would lay your back on the pad and there's like a bar that's attached to it, but you like sink into it. Like it's crazy. It's like you sink into this pendulum squat and then come back up. That's the only reason. It's like that machine right there. Yeah,
Okay, I've never used that machine there yet.
bro, it's crazy for legs. It's the only machine like I wish my fucking gym would invest in, and they just will not do that. They just will not fucking.
I don't even go to Mobody for the machines, man.
What do you go to Muvati for? Yoga?
It's just experience.
Just the.
Just so you can say that's where you go. You can say it.
I
It's
mean,
all right.
No, not necessarily, but you know, the people there are nice.
Yeah,
They're nice, you know? Like went there for a week, like they give you like a free week.
Mhm.
I just never wanted to leave. I just wanted to live there, bro.
You just wanted
Honestly.
to stay there. They have that fucking what do they got that like bar over there too? They have like
Yeah,
a
they
nice little
do.
fruit bar where you can make shit.
Spend all of your money there.
Yeah.
It's awful.
They
And-
also have a lot of shit, dude. Like my grandma goes there, like fucking she's a big spender, you know what I mean? And she goes there for like all the classes and stuff. They do a lot of classes. They do like fucking, bro. They were giving us tours of like the rooms and shit. Bro, you would walk in like it would be like a spin class, but think of it as Tequila Bob's. Dog, I was like, bro, they're doing spin classes in fucking this bitch. I was like, oh,
Why is
man.
there a fog machine?
I now want to fucking do spin class. Like, this is fucking insane, dog. The hot yoga room, bro. I walked in that bitch. I was like, oh my god. I was, because I just got done working out too, and then I got the tour, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, and all those like hot yoga too. Like I do hot yoga, but they're like when you have the membership, it's free. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
even if
yeah.
you do like twice a week.
Don't you have to
then-
book that class? Isn't it like you have to book it in, or you can just walk in there?
No, I think you do have to book it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How often you do yoga?
I like to do hot yoga like once a week. Just it's good for the body and sweat out some little bit. So
I've read up on yoga. I wish I would do it, but I don't even know if I can get into some of them positions though. You know what I mean?
Probably couldn't.
I probably couldn't. I'm like fucking. I have a hard time just moving in general. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, my body's just sore.
I can barely do half the shit they try to make me do, but it's good.
Yeah. It's good to like sweat things out and fucking, especially that. I think it's also takes you like away from the fucking like just boxing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think like maybe that just can give you like some sort of ease.
Yeah, I mean it's just nice, chill, like deep stretches, So like,
What do you do for like recovery? Nothing? Just lay?
No recovery.
Fuck, he's 18. He's 18. He's got the body of an
Don't
18.
need to recover.
You don't need to recover. You get 18, dog. You sound like me and him just after a night of drinking, though, when we were 18.
No recovery. Right back in.
No recovery, right back in. Yeah,
It's 4 a.m. Let's pregame tomorrow.
Yeah. We were doing different shit when we were 18. We weren't boxing.
I didn't have any life goals.
Yeah. But like nothing? Like no supplements?
I mean, no, I supplement vitamins, Herx, the Herx.
Yeah, Herx.
Yeah, Herx Nutrition.
I'm
got me right.
actually trying to get that guy on.
Yeah,
I wanna
Mitch.
talk- yeah,
oh
I
my
wanna-
God.
I wanna
He's
talk-
a beauty.
Yeah, I
He's
talked to him a handful of times. He's actually sweet. Like he'll give you like a bunch of fucking deals on shit, man. Shout out Herx actually. What is it?
Shout out
What is
Herx.
it? Herx Nutrition?
Herx Nutrition. Yeah.
Herx Nutrition. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch, he's such a beauty. He helps me all the time.
You talk to him all the time?
Yeah.
You should talk to him for me.
All right,
Yeah,
I got
Put
you.
in a good
Yeah, I
word
got you.
for us.
Because I tried to I was trying to message him, but I don't know if he just got it. But
Oh, he's ignoring you.
yeah.
No, he don't even really message me back on DMs either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just go through his girlfriend.
To be dude, that's because he just has so many fucking
Yeah.
people hitting him up.
He's
for
busy,
shit.
bro.
Like especially, I remember when I first started working out. I think is when he first opened that, and I remember when he first opened that business, he was actually just going around the gym and just handing out shirts and like giving people coupons just around the gym. I think it was him and his dad, because his dad's like a big bodybuilder guy too, or whatever.
Yeah.
His dad, like I think their whole family are all like just people that lift.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he used to be pretty big too.
He used to be really big.
Yeah.
He used to be really big. I don't know if he goes to Movati now or whatever, but I would imagine because it's right there, right? It's
Yeah.
right there.
I think he said he has his own gym at home now. So
Oh, does he? Fuck, that's good. That's good. Honestly, I want my own gym, but it's like, fuck, it's so expensive.
yeah,
I only have like a bench in my room, and like sometimes I'll bench, but it's not
not the
nearly.
same. yeah.
I think I sometimes like I like going to the gym for just like being that. It's funny because I don't talk to anybody. Like I'll just keep my mouth shut. I keep my head down. I won't say a word, but it's like I'm glad I showed up. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm glad I kind of showed up.
Glad I'm here with the crew.
100%.
I think it's honestly just like working out with like people that are kind of all on the same page, right? Like you got to think of it for you, right? Like you go into Border City Boxing, everyone's on the same page essentially, right? You're all trying to get better and fucking, do all that. Like what has it been like with your coach? Like if he's been there since the beginning helping you, like what has that been like?
Me and my coach are close. I mean, I look at him like my father. Like
Right.
anything, if I have any problems, I go to him for anything. I mean, I grew up without a father, so like I definitely look to him like that. But I mean, he's been there for me forever, and he's done so many great things for me. I mean, like after I got jumped, like the doctor said, there's no way you're gonna, like can take a blow to the head again, right? But he still let me come in there and train every day. Just I don't even know why. Honestly, I don't know why he did. Just he's a good guy, but just because of that, he'll forever have my loyalty.
Right.
Right?
That's all it really takes.
Yeah.
I think like having someone like that, especially like guiding you in a right path, especially when like, I think, especially obviously just through what you told us, I think when you're young and you're trying to figure things out, it's so hard and it's so stressful. So I think when you do have someone like, your coach or like my training partner who say like, hey man, like it's not all that bad. Like, what are you tripping about? Like you're young, like you'll figure it out. And I think that like that could have some like it eases you. Like it eased me 100%. Like I used to be so stressed out about like the dumbest shit, and he'd be like, "What are you stressed out about?" And I'm like, this or whatever. And he goes, "Does it impede you from doing the things that you enjoy doing?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "What are we talking about it for?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, he's fucking right." Like what the fuck am I?
Ignore your problems.
I was like, "What the fuck am I tripping about, man?" And it's like, yeah, it wasn't problems.
Ignore your problems, idiot. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
But yeah, like I think stuff like having people like that in your life help.
Yeah, it's that trust, right?
It's that trust, and it's like, bro, the trust that you have in somebody is like it's insane because when you do have people who like break that trust. It's like, oh, whatever. But you can always go back to that person, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is with like people is you can't blame them because everyone's like flawed in a way, right? There's people, we're all flawed in like many different ways. But it's like when you have like someone that you know you can always rely on, especially, bro, I can't like sometimes I won't talk to my the one guy I train with for like months sometimes, like because we work different schedules or whatever. But every fucking time I see that guy, it's nothing but good. Like I won't even see him for months, and it's like we picked up right where we left off. It's like I didn't even fucking miss months.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't miss months. You know what I mean? Like I think that's so important.
100%.
I think you need to find people like that. What about since you're friends? Did you find better friends since fucking?
100%.
Yeah.
My friend group, best ever. I mean, like, after that, like, I've never really had like good friends up until like recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've even like, I mean, grade school. I never went to grade school, so I never got time to build those relationships while I was young, and even high school. I mean, I got jumped in. Like, I didn't like grade 9. I mean, I went kinda. Like, I didn't really go, and then like I was traumatized of school. You know what I mean? Like, it was hard being there. Like, it was stressful. So like even like then, like it was hard to make friends, but like now, like through boxing and like through boxing, all my close friends have been through boxing now. Like I have some really good friends.
Yeah, well, you're all in I think that it's just the positive mindset too that you're all in there, right?
Yeah. Well, like my closest friends, we met through boxing. They don't even box anymore. Really? Yeah. And you just still, you guys all just have the same love and care for each other. That's pretty good, man. Especially like if someone can. That's how you know they're real friends too. Like once someone leaves something that you guys aren't doing, and it's like you guys still stick together. I think that's super important. That actually speaks like volume. You know what I mean, dog? Like that's fucking crazy. But I don't like what do you think you learned out of when you started boxing? What do you think you've learned in yourself? Like not like skill wise, but like you as a person. Like what do you think you've learned there? Want some more water, bud? Yeah. Definitely what I've learned is, like, anything I can do, like, I can do. Like, anything, anything I've thought, like, I could never do. Like, never when I started boxing did I think, oh, I'll become Canadian champ or be flying internationally. But now, like, all I had to do is just duck my head down and
follow your shit.
Yeah, and do it. And it's really that easy.
Follow your shit?
Yeah, follow your shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's really, like, people don't like to make it seem that simple, but it really is that simple. Man. It is really simple. Like everybody, like all the kids at the gym come to me like, oh, like, how do you do it? Just fucking train, bro. Like it's really that simple. Run every day, get in there. Like it's easy. It honestly is. It's really easy. I don't think it's easy in the beginning because you're trying to teach people. It's consistency over time. It is the fact that you show up every day, bro. You train 3 times a week or 3 times a day. Sorry. Like, that's insane. Like, a lot of people can't even do... Like, a lot of people don't work out in general. Like, I remember it was a while back, but we searched up, like, how many people actually work out and, like, train. And just working out in general. I think it was, like, 40%. And so, like, that's, that's, like, it's 40% or whatever people that work out. But then, like, how many people are actually... doing like
how many people lied on that survey? You know?
Yeah, how many? Yeah, that's also a good question. How many people actually lied on that survey? That's a good one. I didn't even think of that.
I'd say I would if I got a survey and they handed me that. I'm like, yeah, 3
I work
days
out.
A week.
I work out all the time.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks like working out is different for all people too, right? So working out could be even go for a walk every day to these people. So
yeah,
who knows, I mean.
Which is like at least it's something.
Yeah,
at least it's something. But it's like it's very hard because. I bring it up all the time, so I apologize if people are tired of me talking about this, but
God knows I am.
Yeah, I know you are. But I used to when I first started working out, I was 300 pounds. Like I was very, very overweight. And then I started working out, and I remember I had a lot of people hit me up asking me like, "How'd you do it? How'd this?" And then you talk to them about it, and they're like, "Well, I don't like to do that," or like, I think you can hand somebody everything. Like you can be like, "Hey, this is what you need to do in order to succeed." But it's like at the end of the day, it's like they have to put in work. Like most people, like I'll talk to them about it and I'll be like, okay, like what's like your whole day look like? They'll explain their day, and then it's like at the end of the night I watch TV, and it's like, oh yeah, like this one person told me they watched 3.5 hours of Netflix, and I was like, bro, you won't dedicate like 45 minutes to an hour like just to better like your health. And like maybe eat a little less. Like that's what most people need to do, right? Like that's essentially it. Is like just don't eat as much and like work and like just have some sort of exercise. But some people value other things a little more. right? Like, because, you know, even I remember I had someone that was close to me was talking to me about it one time. They were like, well, I have kids. And I was like, your kids go to bed significantly earlier than you. Like, and you sit down and watch TV for like 2 hours. Like there's something you can do. There's always something. But I've always even told people like, okay, let's say you work in an office and okay, you park. Why don't you park a little farther, get the steps instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs. Like it sounds like so small, but I think it's like stuff like that adds over time. Instead of like, hey, getting something from, I don't know, the fucking food court or whatever. Like, why don't you just make something? Like, make something decent at home. It takes you 2 seconds. Especially once I started learning how to cook, I was like, oh, none of this shit actually takes that long. Like, it's fucking I used to make meals. I used to eat 5 times a day, and it would take me 2 hours to cook all of it, and I would eat for like 4 or 5 days like that. Like, it didn't take me long at all. No, yeah. It's just you have to teach people habits, but the problem is everything's so convenient, right? Like, skip the dishes. Like, fuck, man, I don't want to make anything. Fuck, just fucking have this person send it my way, man. But the thing is, that adds up. That adds up in the fucking bank account, man. Like, I remember I was doing that. Like, fuck, I think I kept skip the dishes fucking open during the pandemic. God damn, man, I was eating that shit all the time, man.
They made $2 billion that year, and half of that was Jake.
At least. Minimum, half of it was me at least.
Because we talk every day, and at least twice he was talking about ordering skip.
Yeah.
Daily.
I was like, I was ordering a lot. But then I was like, oh, fuck. Like, okay, I can't do this. Like, you know what I mean? Especially because I started feeling like shit because it wasn't good food I was ordering. It was fucking garbage late at night. Get McDonald's because it's the only thing that's fucking open. But it's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like, it's so interesting to see that. Because, like, even you didn't even hear anything until, like, recently about, like, people starting to take vitamins and, like, taking care of your health, especially when COVID first hit, right?
Yeah.
COVID hit. There was not one thing about, like, hey, man, maybe you guys should, like, you know, if a fucking LCBO was open, that line was around the building. Yeah. I know because I was standing in it. So, like, I was standing in that fucking line waiting.
I drive past and honk your horns at them.
Yeah. Bro, and I was sitting there like that and... You know, that was open, but like gyms had to close. And I was like, I get it in the beginning, but it's like, fuck, man. And you know, you want to talk about like people's mental health. Like, I think taking the gym away from people was like one of the worst things we could do, to be honest, for people's mental health. I think so many people actually rely on it, and I don't think people realize how many people rely on it, like for their mental health. Like, I know guys that like, I crumble. Bro, I recently just got back into the gym. And I feel like significantly better. I was like, oh my God, you know, because right away, it was like I was getting down on myself. And then I was like, what am I missing? And I was like, oh, I know what I'm missing. It's fucking this thing that I was constantly doing. And then I stopped for fucking, you know, however long, like a couple months or whatever. But I was like, as soon as I got back, I was like, oh, I'm good. Okay. We're back to being Jake. Like, you know, I'll go back to, you know, talking shit on the podcast and stuff. Yeah. It's fucking important, man. It's really important.
The gym's therapeutic, 100%, right?
It's like that for people, and I think it's like a social aspect for people, some of them, right? Especially there's like multiple different ways of working out. Like, there's not just one way. Like, you know, you tell people, like, why don't you go work out? And they're like, I don't want to lift weights. And like, it's not what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't have to lift weights. You don't have to do that to work out, bro. There's so many things. Boxing, jiu-jitsu, fucking CrossFit, even though CrossFit gets shit on all the time. I don't know why. I think that's honestly arguably one of the hardest things you can do. Bro, can you imagine go fucking run 5 miles and then deadlift?
I don't think it's CrossFit itself that gets shit on. It's people that do CrossFit.
You think that's what it is?
That's 1,000% what it is.
I don't know. I always hear the memes of like...
Why do you need that many stickers on the back of your car, bro? We get it.
It's like that and rock climbers.
Rock climbers,
and like, actually, rock climbing is an insane workout, to be honest with you. Like, what the fuck? Bro, I remember one time my buddy took me... and I climbed the wall, or whatever, not very far, climbed it, and dude, my forearms were on fire. Like, you don't realize like the grip you're using and like pulling yourself up, especially like I'm a big fucking guy, man. I got a lot of weight to fucking pull behind me, and like, bro, I got to the top of that bitch, and then I just wanted to fall. I was like, oh my God, bro. I got out of there, and like I was so like. I couldn't move. Like, it hurt to close my fist and shit because of like how bad it was, like how fucking swole my forearms were. But those guys also have the craziest forearms. Like, I remember I used to follow this dude that he did what was it called? He was like walking on all fours. So like the way it started was he would walk on all fours for like 30 seconds, and then I think he doubled the time every day. So it was like he started with like 30 seconds, and he went to a minute, and then he went to 2 minutes, then he went to 4 minutes. And it was like and this guy was also, he did jujitsu, and his grip was insane. Bro, he scared the fuck out of me when he started running on all fours. Like he was running across a field on all fours, and I was like, bruh, what the fuck?
That's gotta kill your back.
That's gotta kill your back, but like, bro, his like
back.
you could see the growth in his forearms, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? Could you imagine that guy fucking gripping? Like, if you actually did do jiu-jitsu and that guy's gripping you, that guy's grip's got to be the strongest fucking grip you can ever have, just around your neck. It legitimately is, though, right? It's just like the fucking straight grip of an ape grabbing you. Well, bro, this guy was running
on
across
all fours.
He's running, bro. It's because it just started in his house, so it's like him like going around. But you could just like do handstands, no problem now and shit. I'm like, that shit's wild. Yeah. It's interesting to see like how far people can push it. It's like even I don't know if you know who David Goggins is, like that guy,
course, yeah.
where he just like runs.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Who's gonna carry the fucking boats? Who's gonna carry them? Or he's just constantly running. Like I remember the one video I seen was he was running, and fucking his knee his knee was all swollen or whatever because it had liquid in his knee. And it's a video of him getting his knee drained, and it's the very next day him running. And he's like, y'all motherfuckers thought I wasn't going to run today, huh? Y'all motherfuckers thought I wasn't going to run. You wanted me to quit. And I was like, no one said that, David.
I don't think
David,
people were hoping you would.
David, take it easy. And he's like, you got to stop being a fucking bitch all the time. Yeah. It's funny because I'm listening to his audiobook Never Finished, but in between some of the chapters, he does like a podcast in between. And bro, I love that guy because he just makes me laugh of how actual hard he is. Like in the sense of like he actually does not give a fuck what people think, and I'm like, god damn, there's a different type of like mental, like that. Like every time you think you could be that, I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't run 25 fucking miles. Like what the fuck? That's insane, dog.
Where are you going?
Where are you running to,
Where
dog?
are you running to, bro? It's all right.
Especially like he started talking about like the state, like recently he was like talking about like stage 5 heart. I'm like, oh god, I don't even know if my heart can get to stage 5, dog. Like I don't even think we need it there. You know what I mean? Fuck, I'll fucking pump through my fucking chest and I'm fucking dying after. But that shit's too hard. Like how much you do a lot of cardio? Like I obviously it's like skip. Do you run a lot?
Run every day.
Every day? Like
Yeah.
how often are you running? Like I mean, how far are you running? Sorry.
Usually I'll try to run. Well, I am running like 3 times a week. I'll run like 20K or 20K or more, and then usually just 10K every all the other rest.
Oh, nothing major than that.
No, nothing too crazy.
Just something that everyone's doing, right? Just you running with everyone.
No, that's. I mean, that's why I'm winning, right? 'Cause no one else is doing the things I'm doing in training. So.
I remember my buddy RJ used to say that it was training at your gym there, and we would be out to dinner, and dinner would get done. And he's like, "Oh, we gotta like wrap this shit up," and I was like, "What do we gotta wrap this shit up for?" He goes, "I gotta go run," and I was like, "What the? We just fucking ate, dog," and like we eat like wings. Like if we went for wing night, dog, it wasn't like a fucking. It wasn't like chicken and rice and then go run. Like it was like he fucking ate and then he was like, bro, we gotta wrap this shit up. I gotta go fucking run. And I'm like, oh fuck.
All right,
my bad, dog. Like okay. And he would always do it late at night. He liked running late at night for some reason.
Completely dark clothing, in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
No
reflector vest. Just fucking sprinting, hoping for the best. fucking guy. We need to pause this. I need to fucking take a leak. All right, we're back.
Son of a bitch. What were we talking about?
Nothing. What do you think separates you from every fighter, like you as a fighter, from everyone in your division?
You're not bitch made.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, these fucks, they're soft, bro.
They're soft.
They're soft.
Why do you say that? Yeah.
This is a perfect example. Last night, Listen, I didn't know who was gonna win last night with the Tank and Garcia fight. Like, I was hoping Garcia would win, but in my heart, like my heart was saying Garcia, my head was saying Tank. But listen, right as I saw Garcia come up to that gay ass, fucking what was it like Jesus music, like walking out, and then you see Tank come out there with a Sosa bumping that Sosa. He's walking like this, and Ryan Garcia looked like he was about to cry. I knew it was over right from there. Right as soon as Garcia walked out, I knew the fight was done.
Why do you say that?
Because the energy just wasn't there. And then you see Tank walking, and he's ready. Listen, that first round, after the first round was done, they went into the corner, and Garcia won that round. It was a close round, but And Garcia's coach is telling him, do this. This is open. You can do this. Hit him with that step back. And Tank gets in that corner and sits down. 30 seconds, the coach doesn't say nothing and said, hey, it's a party, baby. And didn't say nothing else. Like, bro, because that's what he needed. You know, it's just Garcia's, he just wasn't there. He's soft, bro. And Tank, you know, he was there. That was his night, bro. He was showing up that night. And, like, when I fought in Finland, bro, like, you know, these guys, they face us off and they try to touch my glove like 100 times. Like, no, I'm not fucking touching your glove, bitch. Like, we're about to go to war, bro. Like, honestly, like, this is how it is. Like, this is how it really needs to be.
That's like some fucking Kamar Usman type shit, dog, when he fights. Like,
Team Canada, I've gotten a lot of flack and, like, was fighting them a little bit because in the video I posted on Instagram, in my last fight, like, last round I got an 8 count, right? You see it in the video I posted, and like, I go to the corner with all my teammates that are screaming, yeah. I go and, like, do a little slit throat, and they hated that. And then the night before when I fought the other guy and the fight was over, like, I got in my guy's face. I was like, have a nice flight home, bitch. You know?
And Team Canada wasn't down for that?
They were like, yeah. I mean, they weren't, but I mean, how's anyone supposed to tell me how I'm supposed to feel when I'm in there fighting? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the only one in
It's a fight.
there.
I'm sorry I won. What are you on?
Well, you're hyped up. Your adrenaline's
Yeah.
through the fucking roof. You just
Beat the
fucking
shit out of the
won.
guy.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, and it's like the bell rung, and like while I was walking back to my corner, like I got in his face. You know what I mean? It wasn't like after the fight or outside of the fight, right? Like, it was right then and there, like right after the bell rang. So, and like Team Canada's like, yeah, like, you know, you're representing Team Canada, like shake their hands, give them a hug, and then just like, no, bro, like that's not what I'm.
We ain't soft. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, no, honestly, like that's just even how my coach taught me. Like, that's just not how it's ever been. Like, I used to do that, and my coach would get so pissed. Like, I used to go and fist bump them after every round, you know, and like my coach was like, yeah, like, don't do that shit, right? Like, you need to be a dog in there. Like,
see, at least your fucking coach knows what's up.
yeah,
Fuck.
exactly. And that's so, like, they're arguing, telling me I need to take the video down. My coach is like, keep that shit up, and was up like all night on the phone with them, like going back and forth. And I got to keep the video up, thankfully.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't even realize that they had that much control in the sense of like what you're posting.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily, like, I mean, but they can kick me off. They've kicked people off the team for less, right? And I mean, I don't want to get kicked off the team, right? I want to travel internationally to these events and fight and get that experience.
Right. You want to, well, you also want to show off your skills, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
exactly.
just a kid from Windsor, but I can fucking hit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's like the whole point. Yeah, we used to, it's interesting. I used to actually have a coach that said, don't celebrate when you guys score. And I never, like, his whole thing was like, because you want to, his thing was like, we want to present to the other team that, you know, we've been here and this is what we do on a regular basis. And I was like, I didn't know if I really liked that, because I still think about it now and I'm like, I don't know. Like, the whole thing is like, you guys work hard, you celebrate. Bro, they do it in all professional sports. Like, you're not going to let it do it for like a high school team. Like, I always thought that was weird. I always thought that was really weird. I didn't like that. Like, yeah, like, I think you should celebrate. Like, the fuck, you work so hard towards a goal, and like, even as a team, it's like, I think it was like as a team thing when you celebrate, right? Because even if it, like, I know for you it's boxing, it's just you in there, but I'm just saying as like a team oriented sport, like, you would celebrate and shit like that, right? Like, I never understood that from my coach. That was weird.
Yeah, I mean, football and boxing are two different sports entirely. So, but
What were you gonna
He
say?
wanted you to know you ain't shit. That's all.
Oh, okay. There
That's
it
all.
is.
That's all I was trying to get across to y'all was you ain't that good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so glad we got a lot of input from you.
Well,
Like that.
you know,
You ain't.
you
shit.
know my
You-
strong
yeah,
opinions.
Yeah.
2017 best archer in Canada,
Bet-
Ontario.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe younger than that.
maybe younger than that. Yeah. I actually want to do it with him. I would love to fucking do archery, man.
Oh, I was just asking about it, but he said you don't do it no more.
I don't need to.
You don't need
I
to.
proved myself,
When you were 15, dog.
and I won twice.
How old are you now?
23.
At 23. All right, you probably still got it though.
I do got it. I don't even question my ability.
Yeah. But he hasn't picked up a bow in so long. He's like, I got it.
You would still put 3 in the dime, like no problem.
Shut the fuck
I would.
up.
You don't lose that. You don't lose that.
You do lose out.
You don't lose that.
You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you're like,
I still got it.
Yeah. Fuck.
I do that all the time.
Letting that bitch go.
Someone pisses me off. I'm like, I could.
Yeah, I could.
I could pop your tire while you're driving. Idiot.
God, yeah. You fucking dummy.
Just remember that.
Yeah, remember I'll fuck your shit up. Is that
Maybe
a sen-
start-
I'll destroy your property, and you
Start
won't
bringing
even
a boat
know.
to T-Bob's, eh?
You couldn't when you were 13 fucking doing archery, but
Well,
can you imagine? Like, whoa, what are you guys celebrating for? Big archery fucking match.
big archery, yeah.
Big archery right there.
I nailed in 30 days of fucking point scores. So
This is Robin Hood right here, man.
Wow.
Fucking-
You're
it
him,
says
baby.
on my iPhone.
It's the Robin Hood, but he just takes. Like, there's not. Like,
I don't give too much to the poor.
Yeah.
Like, where were they at when I was losing?
Yeah.
Like,
When they were
they want
praying
my shit now and I'm winning. All of us.
when they were preying on my downfall.
praying on my downfall, bro.
Fucking.
No one thought I could do it.
And
No one said I couldn't do it, but no one thought I could do it.
I didn't even know he was in the archery, and we've been friends for a while. Like,
He just-
I didn't really tell
it
anybody.
was actually once we started the podcast is when I found out.
no way.
Yeah.
Well,
Because he just brought it up one day. He was like, "Yeah, you know, I did that." I'm like, "You did?" Then I put it in my contacts. It's like my description for him, like #1 archer in Canada. Like, you know.
That's a big accolade, bro.
Well, like, I got the Ontario thing, and then they wanted me to start training for, like, Canada. And I was in there, and I was still doing better than the other people. And I'm like, I don't need to do this. I proved myself. I know what I'm capable of.
I like that.
Also, I'm not big on competing. I don't
Yeah, he's
care.
not a competing type of
I
guy.
don't care if I'm better than anybody. I know I am. I don't need.
There it is. There it is. That's what you're waiting for.
That's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be like that, though. You know.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Outshoot me? They can't. Clearly.
Clearly, he won, right? He won when he was 13 against all those other 13.
Yeah, and then I realized when I won, like, I don't care if I win.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd just be cool to get back into it.
It
I
wasn't
think it's so
age
hard.
limited.
I think like sports like that are hard, like individual, like the archer thing,
Yeah.
boxing. I think another one's like I've been recently looking into is golf. I think golf is
Golf.
kind of wild, dude. It is, bro. Golf's kind of wild, man.
I golf too, and
Yeah.
it's
Golf
not.
is all in your head, bro.
Is it?
You're literally playing against you, I think.
Buddy, you look down that fairway, and you're like, I can hit that, and then you try, and that's it.
Have you ever been to a golf course?
Me, I think I've been once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You golf?
No, I just been once as well.
Well, it's not that hard.
You didn't like it?
No, I like going to the driving range.
Yeah, the
right?
driving range.
Smashing
We
balls.
just
Yeah.
fucking.
That's the
Yeah.
best thing ever.
Dude, me and my buddy talk about that shit all the time. He's like, let's just hit the driving range, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. Because like, it'd be fun. Because like, I definitely can't go on a course because I'm just going to drink the
Yeah.
entire. Like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drink while I'm on that course. And I'm not going to make any movement. Like, they're going to be, people are going to be waiting behind me. And I'll be
No,
like,
that's when you cheat.
oh, I
that's
just
when you
kicked my
cheat.
ball.
No, you're just like you put a ball in your hand. You just whack that shit, and then you walk to where it landed, and then be like, there it is.
Yeah, you've been around the course a few times. Yeah, he's got it.
Well,
down.
once you're a few fucking rounds deep, you're not even sure where it really went when you hit it. It
Yeah.
could have gone fuck. No one's even sure. It goes a certain distance. It goes, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, dude, my
That
eyes are
was.
not good for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking legally blind, dog. Like, fucking, I'm gonna lose that ball so quick.
Yeah.
For real.
But yeah, my shit is like the driving range. Like those are. I feel like those are my people too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I
yeah.
can walk in there and be like, I know a lot of these guys.
For 3 years, every first date I went on, I was like, we're going to the driving range. I
That's
want you
actually
to
a
see how
badass.
far I can hit this. shit.
You like it? You interested?
You see that? You see? Oh, you're not gonna finish your basket? I'll hit yours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what you would do. I feel like you would just like finish it. You'd be whacking them like whack, whack, and then after you just like take her shit. And
Well,
like, yeah, you're
she
taking.
doesn't
your-
want to hit 150 balls. I'm like, I
Yeah.
will hit another 100 balls.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
You
We'll
don't,
be outta here in an
you
hour.
don't want no weak girl neither, eh? Like,
No.
the
I gotta
fuck?
see how far she can hit it.
50 yards, bitch.
She swings. He's just like, "Phew, fuck. That's not looking good. That's
She
not
ain't gonna
looking.
be able to hit me hard enough.
Yeah. She's not. You're right.
Someone's got to set me straight because it's not gonna be me.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You
you
gotta
got-
think about the future generations.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
family. You don't want no weak pussy.
Nah, not at all, bro.
The
Not at
hell?
all.
want to make sure. Oh fuck! Am I bleeding? You know what I mean?
Because I'm not gonna be able to hit my kids because that'll bring back too many memories. So someone's got to do it.
Right. We actually had a very interesting question on Monday meetup last. So now listen. Let's say what was the thing again? You said no, not the space thing.
You're
the
thinking about
baby
the-
mama.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll ask.
Oh, you
I'll
got-
ask because
okay.
I got it memorized.
Yeah.
Say you at a gas station with your side piece. Your baby mama finds out and shoots her ass. Whose back do you have in court? Because obviously, you don't want to raise that kid by yourself.
Yeah. Well, that side bitch is dead, bro.
Nah, she living.
No,
she living,
she's
bro.
good. She's good.
Yeah, she took that shot to the chin because you ain't dating a weak bitch.
Who's better?
Damn,
Damn,
bro.
that's
That's
a
a
valid
good
point.
question. That's a good question.
I was thinking more just like I gotta raise this baby now. Like obviously,
You ain't gotta raise no baby.
where's the baby gonna go?
Their mom.
But if the baby mama's in jail for shooting a bitch,
Oh, okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
your baby mama shot your side piece. Thank you.
Right?
Like she lives. She's like obviously your baby mama's getting charged with like attempted murder. Who you backing up in court? Like I'd be on the stand. Like yeah, my side piece attacked her first. This is clearly self defense.
Would you?
I don't want to raise that kid.
Someone else will, bro. Ain't gotta be you. I think lawfully, I would go with my side piece. You know
Lawfully?
what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
obviously she's in the right. But if your baby mama goes away for life, that kid's basically your responsibility.
If my baby mama shooting my side chick,
No.
I don't want that bitch to be out. You know?
You don't want your back?
Locked in,
You ain't gonna have her back.
No, fuck her, bro.
That's the mother of your kid.
That's just a different view that we got.
Listen.
That was
Think,
not the view in this
think
room.
of it.
when we- on
Think of it
Monday.
like this: if you have her back there, your child support payments are probably going down.
Listen, I got a few kids out there. I'm paying child support.
Ah, okay, you real for that,
You know what I mean?
dog.
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 Oh my god.
I got my baby mama's back for that. Don't ask for more money after that. You're getting less. I lied in court for you.
So you think it's like a matter of like yo, like I'm lying for you, but I'm never paying for child support. Like,
No, after this, I'm in the clear.
you know what? I like that.
You owe me your life.
I'm switching up maybe.
Right? See, like this is why you're supposed
like
to
that
bounce
philosophy.
ideas off
Yeah.
each other.
This is
man.
why guys got to
Yeah.
talk.
That's why you guys got to talk and put it on the internet after.
Yeah.
That's like literally right now. People are gonna think about this. Now they're like, "What if my side piece got shot
Yeah.
by my baby mama?"
Fuck.
Well, I want my baby mama to think that I'll have her back. Obviously, I'll make that call. Like I'll flip a coin.
You'll flip a coin. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay.
I leave all my major decisions, life-altering choices, up to. Oh shit! Well, guess I gotta go.
The
with that
coin
one,
has
too.
spoken. Who is it? Two-Face? That's Two-Face that I'm thinking of from
Batman, but
Yeah.
he has a double-sided coin, so he's kind of just cheating.
Yeah, do you remember like I there was one scene I remember from like the old Batmans where he's flipping that coin, he's not getting the one that he wants.
He just keeps
And he
flipping
keeps
it.
flipping it until
Son
he
of a
gets it.
bitch.
And he's like flips it and he goes, "There it is.
You're dead.
You're dead. Now I'll kill you."
Now I'm robbing this bank.
Now I'm robbing this bank.
Imagine he does the whole heist setup and everything, and he goes, "Okay, time to see if we're going through with it." Shit, guess not.
Yeah, you flipped for like the equipment. The clip for like the
Guess we're buying the
guns.
cheap shit.
Yeah, and then you're like, now it's saying, are we gonna do this plan? All right, guys, not today. Let's wrap it up.
God, I hate this fucking boss. He's so indecisive. He doesn't do anything but follow the coin.
Man,
Am I paying you today? Oh,
Can you imagine? Yeah, like I don't know what we're doing
the coin
today.
is spoken. You ever had one of those magic 8 balls?
I feel like I have, yeah.
So, I remember, I think it was Burger King. They had like a Pirates of the Caribbean themed toys,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them was a magic 8 ball and a skull. So my homeboy gets it. We're like 9. Homeboy gets it. He goes, "Does my crush like me?" And it said no. And he fucking just fuck slammed it on the ground. He was so pissed. It shattered. Like it was a plastic toy. It shattered. I was like, the fucking god of fortune, Fortuna, has spoken, bro. You're out of luck.
Dude, that 8-ball spoke the truth, and he was like, "That's it."
He goes, it wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, fuck
This
that 8-ball.
fucking
That fucking 8-ball wouldn't lie though.
that
man.
$3 toy from Burger King.
that they mass produce. That they mass produce for everybody.
It knows the truth.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That's actually so fucking funny. It is. It's pretty fucking funny.
shit.
Oh my god. We laughed too hard, man.
Yeah.
I laughed too hard and then it fucking sits in my stomach and I'm like, oh my god.
Fucking 8 balls. Who would have thought?
Who would have?
Who would have thought, bro?
That's what I drank that shit just to make sure that I would have all the good luck.
That blue liquid or whatever that's in it.
That blue liquid, yeah.
Yeah.
I want a magic 8 ball for the studio. What are we doing?
Oh damn. We should get one for the studio, man. Yeah.
Is this episode gonna go well? We shouldn't record today. I'm sorry you came in, but the ball has spoken.
The ball has spoken, and we're not doing this episode. Sorry.
Maybe some swords too. I'm thinking.
Dude,
Bro.
I was thinking that at the start of the
Yeah.
episode. Like, what if we hang some sword? In the
Yeah.
wall?
Bro, I want to get. I want my house to look like my studio, dog. I just always want random shit on my wall, dog. Like, we just have the most random stuff. We got a deer antler on here. Is this real? Yeah, it's a free. Hold that.
No
Hold it.
way.
Get a
Hold
feel.
that antler.
Get a feel.
Damn.
Damn, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's just real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when a guest is acting up, we hit them with that. Actually, it's fucking insane.
Right in the hands.
They act up pretty quick. You're good. Go like that. But yeah, we always have like random shit in here.
They used to have nothing, and then I brought the antler, and now we got like 4 things,
Yeah.
5 things.
fucking samurai
Where'd you guys
dog.
get this thing?
Fucking
Amazon.
Amazon, baby. I was
Yeah.
like, cause me like.
So it's authentic, huh?
Oh fuck yeah, dog! It's the oh fuck yeah, dog.
From
Damn
Japan.
right, we don't buy cheap ass shit on Amazon. That's $130.
Yeah, man. And fucking he like it was weird. We got the game Ghost of Tsushima, and I just like he finished the whole fucking game, and then I was like twice, yeah.
You like
And-
that?
What?
You like that game?
I'm like really good at pushing myself out of reality, so I don't have to think about shit. So I'll dive into anything: books, movies, games. Oh yeah, I'll shut my mind off fast.
He's good at like like I have a hard time sitting there through story mode games just because I'm like I just can't do it sometimes. I just can't sit there and play by myself. Fucking him, bro. I watched him play the whole The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2. I watched him play. Like he's just into all those story mode games.
You know
Like,
what
do
I?
you stream it?
No. People ain't gonna watch me do that. I don't talk too much. Like I'll make little jokes like I do here
Yeah.
to myself. I'll laugh. I couldn't stream at the same time. You know what I did right before I came here? I downloaded Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 because I'm gonna play through all the campaigns again from the old like 360 games. Yeah, and that was like the highlight of my week. I was like, oh my god, I'll make that decision. And now it's all I've been thinking about for an hour.
Bro, some people can just sit there and play those games though. Like there's people that make a living off it. Like you're right,
Yeah.
like the streaming thing.
Yeah,
Like
that's sick.
I've thought about it, like streaming us playing DayZ.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
play a game. It's like I don't think you've ever heard of a DayZ.
No, I played it.
Oh, you have played
Yeah.
it.
You're
Oh
a
my-
man of the people, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I
Man,
like to
culture.
hear, man. Would do you still play it or no?
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
We play actively. Like we're like,
Oh, to this day.
We might play today.
We may play today.
Fuck
I've been
yeah.
playing since I was 13.
I think the last
No.
time we played was like Friday night.
Yeah.
We played till like Friday night. We play it all the time.
Oh.
You guys play
Constantly.
on computer?
No,
No.
Xbox.
Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah. That game's just too crazy for me, bro.
Game's hard.
Bro, hard as fuck. I would just die, bro. I'd be running and motherfucker get shot, bro.
Yeah.
From nowhere, bro.
Yeah, you ain't no idea where you got
People
shot
are
from.
ruthless in that game, bro. They'll handcuff
Yeah.
you,
They're-
fucking touch
Will
you
they?
and shit.
Buddy, I'm the guy handcuffing people.
Yeah,
I don't know
you're
what to
the
say.
handcuffer, bro.
We
I'm
did-
the handcuffee. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
We and like when it gets
I am becoming no one's sex slave.
and dude, it gets crazy. Like one time, oh my god, I can't believe we're gonna say this. We made this guy like so we find this guy. But me and him are both like suited up. Like we have a bunch of shit, like a bunch of guns, and we have both of our revolvers to this guy. And we're like, get on your fucking knees. And he goes, just kill me. I'm not getting on my fucking knees. And it's crazy. Because I'm like, get on your knees. Like, I'm like, I'm full on yelling at this guy. And Chase will just start shooting him. Bang, bang, bang. Just kill him. And it's funny, every time we're like, one time we made this guy, we made him take off all of his clothes and his shoes because if you walk without shoes for so long, you just your feet get cut up and you bleed to death. And we killed some guy like that. Like we just
I
made,
marched him to his death.
like that game like you got power in that game and it's like you abuse it.
You ever kill a man so you can skin him to get his flesh to feed to another man so you watch him die slowly?
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I remember I remember this one time I ate some meat and I started laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't
That's
fucking
not
stop,
human
bro.
flesh.
Human meat, man. It's
Yeah.
human meat
I
that
always
does
keep a
that.
piece on me just in case.
Yeah, for 40 minutes I thought someone was laughing around me. It was fucked, bro.
Yeah, it gets fucked up.
It game's crazy. I remember I joined this thing. It was called Milsim.
Oh, yeah.
Like I didn't play too much. Maybe I think I had like 100 hours in it max.
Mhm.
But you know, I was just like exploring the ways to play the game, you know. And bro, they call me like private and fucking making me do training and Daisy. I'm like, motherfucker, bro. Like,
oh, it's like the group. Like,
yeah, bro.
yeah.
Like, you know, like run this formation and that. I'm like, fuck all this. Shot everybody.
Me and him,
Kill them all.
me and him used to be like that. With like, we should infiltrate a group and then just take it over. Be like, I don't know if this guy should be running
don't
it.
think that guy should
Like,
be in
you know what I mean?
charge.
I don't know if that guy should be in charge. We're like fucking pretty bad at that. Like in the sense of like the worst people. Like because we're like, oh, we hear shots. Let's go hunt that motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have made noise, idiot.
Shouldn't make noise, you fucking stupid fuck.
See another person. We freak out of it at first because we don't want to die,
Yeah.
but then we're like, we can take him.
Yeah, and we usually sometimes we
Sometimes
do,
we
but
do.
sometimes the Daisy gods aren't on your side though, man. The Daisy
Yeah.
gods are not on your side all the time. And fucking dude, one time you're talking about that, so we joined this one server. It was called Brazil Mafia, and it was a modded server, and I'm not so we're in it, and I end up killing this one guy. So I tracked him down, and he must have known I was tracking him down because he ended up going to this town. Well, I didn't know that you weren't allowed to kill in this this area.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up killing the dude, not even realizing that you can't kill in that area. And it does actually say it. Like, it says it right in the bottom corner.
Repeatedly.
Repeatedly. And I killed him, and I'm like, oh, I got invited to a server or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I join it, and it's all these people from Brazil. And they're all just yelling at me. They're yelling at me. I can't understand what they're saying. So I just start going, fuck Brazil. I said, fuck Brazil. I said, the only cool thing is you have that fucking statue in Rio. I was like, that fucking shit, like, that's the only thing you got there. And I was just talking mad shit.
Yeah.
I was just talking mad shit. But yeah.
Fuck you in your shanties, Brazil.
Yeah. yeah. Fuck
Go back to your favelas, you fucking pieces of
shit.
And he got banned.
I got banned.
And
And it's funny because we tried one day. Like, I was like, you think I'm allowed back on that
like a
server?
year later.
Like, it was like a year later, and I was still banned. Yeah, I'm
bro.
oh, it's a permanent ban. So now every time, like, we will be like, fuck Brazil. Even though it was me, it was all my fault, but like, fuck, I don't know. I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to fuck around on the game, man.
Kill motherfuckers, bro. That's
Bro, that game, like, it is. But it took us so long to even get our friends into it. Like, because our friends would try to play, and they were like, dude, all it is walking.
Yeah.
A lot of it, yeah.
A lot of it's walking, but it's like when it's not.
When it's not,
You know what I
yeah.
There's not a lot of games out there where you get that high. That
Yeah.
high of like, oh, the motherfucker's trying to kill me right now. I gotta fight for my life.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, even like watching him, like, he'll be like, I'm dead. Like, you know when Chase dies? Because we'll be playing that game. So it's like, as soon as there's a gunshot, it's automatic screaming from anybody that's in our party. It's automatic screaming right away. And then if you hear somebody stop screaming, you know they're dead. Like, right away, you know they're dead. It's like, oh, okay,
They took the
died.
headset off.
You gotta that's what it is. It's every time it's just I died. And then and then you got and then and usually you get off. Usually sometimes then
you
you just
take
like,
a break for a while.
yeah.
Like a couple months.
We've taken a break where we died, where we just built up everything. I remember recently went to this helicopter crash, and I'm in the helicopter, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey Chase, did you look at this canteen in here? It's actually pretty. Boom! I just got hit, dog. Like, I just fucking got hit, and I was dead, almost dead immediately.
Done.
I was actually knocked out. Then I woke back up. Then he killed me. So that was pretty cool.
And then I killed 2 motherfuckers and then got shot in the back.
There was 3 guys,
Yeah,
3
fuck.
dudes rolling
3
beat.
separate people. One of them popped a smoke grenade on a hill. That's how I. He's up on a hill by himself and he just like yellow smoke grenade. I want them to know
I
where
won't
I'm
be
at.
seen.
He tries to hide in the smoke. I'm like, I can see you, bro.
One time I had the craziest vision. I spotted this fucking tree falling from a distance. Like, it was insane. And I was like, I think there's motherfuckers over there. And there was. And he ended up
killed them
killing
both.
them.
I ran into their fucking house and just murdered them.
Yeah, right as we were about to go in for the fucking kill, he gets booted.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, you
I got.
play too?
Yeah.
I played a couple of times with them, and then I'm like, it's my first time on the fucking game. I can't back you up, dog. I don't know what I'm
And then it's,
Homeboy gets kicked. I'm like, well, we're here now, and
And
they
it's-
are
bro,
aware of it.
It's funny because when I seen that tree fall down, I was the one that ran down first to go, and I'm like, let me know if you guys see anything, because they were standing on a hill. And Rain goes, yeah, I do. I see somebody. I see someone, and it was me. It was me walking, and I was like, God, don't scare the shit out of me like that. I was fucking so.
I'm gonna be real. I was skeptical that there was anyone there. I'm like, Jake didn't see a fucking tree fall from that far. But I'm coming up on these houses and I see the tree knocked over. I'm like, There's motherfuckers here. There's motherfuckers in this bitch.
Yeah.
And the minute I get up to the fucking barn, Jake gets kicked. Just kicked from the gate.
I was like behind there was a thing of hay, and I was behind the hay, and the other guy was like, he just went inside, and I'm like, okay, you ready? Got kicked.
So is it like a server thing, or is it like they kicked you?
I think it was just like a server thing, right? Because we were on what was that server?
4597.
Yeah, but what was it? Like
4597.
That's an official server.
no. It was what region though?
Oh, South America.
South America.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sure.
South America.
Yeah, so I think that's why, and plus my internet's not good as it is already, so I had to. Then we moved to New York, right? It's a
Yeah.
New York server we're in.
New
now?
York.
New York.
You really hate those South Americans, eh?
They fuck us. They fuck us constantly.
They're fucking me around, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
They're not a fan of him either.
They're not a fan of me. They're very they were vocal in that party about that.
We don't know what they were saying.
Stupid Portuguese.
Yeah, and they were fucking telling me, they're like, you're fucking, you don't know what you're talking about. I was like, fuck Brazil, dog. I don't even know
Fuck
what you're
Brazil,
saying.
yeah.
know what
That's all
you're
you have to
saying.
know.
Go fuck yourselves.
There's this game that I play. I have a computer, and I play this game called Project Zomboid.
Oh,
So,
yeah?
It's kind of like, I think it's basically like Daisy, but kind of like dumbed down, kind of. In
What's
a
it
sense.
called
Top
again?
down.
Project Zomboid.
Can we search that out, please?
Yeah, it's
We've
like
talked
a
about it on
top,
here before.
Have we?
down.
Yeah, well, me and RJ.
It's like almost like kind of like 2D. It's like a little more simpler and like a little
Dude, I don't know.
easier.
There's a lot of fucking skills in that bitch.
There is.
Project
There is.
Zombie? Project what?
Project Zomboid.
Zomboid, sorry.
Yeah. It's a pretty popular game right now.
It has been. It's been out for a while, but it's popping off.
Yeah, it's popping off right now.
Yeah.
You've probably seen it.
Let's get a video. Can we get a video of it?
But yeah, it's like top-down survival game. You have to eat, drink, right? Like sleep even if you're playing single player. But like same thing with Daisy. There's multiplayer servers with PvP, right?
Right.
Oh, I didn't know there was PvP in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, and a lot of people get deep in this game. Like they're role playing. Like a lot of people love to role play in this shit. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
See, personally, I would never play this just because of how much like skills you got to learn to like get certain things. I'm like, that's too much. Like, I like DayZ because you're just some motherfucker that gets dropped in there, and you got to figure it out.
And they drop you with nothing.
They give you a piece of fruit and a flashlight and go, all right, good luck.
Yeah, I remember you used to spawn with the flare.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Oh shit.
On the one map, they don't even spawn you with like any of that.
They don't give you shit.
They don't
At least
give
they
you
got that
shit.
new map. What was it
Livonia?
called? Livonia.
Yeah.
You guys like that map?
It's a hard one.
Listen,
Alright.
man, they added that stupid fucking bunker.
Do you know
There's
about
a-
the bunker?
No.
There's like an underground bunker with all the best loot in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like so many steps you got to get the key card to get in there, and then you do all these steps, and then it's just motherfuckers that have been down there for a month with 10 alt accounts, just waiting for someone to walk in. I'm down there alone because there's a certain part you need two people to get to, and we went just the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
So he's at the top controlling the thing to let me in. He can't leave that area because I need to get back out.
Oh,
So I'm down there alone in the dark. There's no light. I got a flashlight. And a dude just T-posing there because he just loaded in. So he loads in. I shoot the fuck at him. He's dead. I'm like, oh, cool. I killed that guy. Let me go loot him. I'm exited the fucking menu where you're looting. And I turn to my right. And there's another guy just fucking T-posing because he's loading in. So I'm like, I'm trying to shoot him. He's already killed me. I'm like,
what the fuck?
it's the same guy.
Yeah.
It's clearly the same fucking guy.
So I remember when I used to play. I remember
Fucker.
people would have like a lot of alt accounts and like dupe.
Yeah, that's what
They
that
still
guy
do
did.
that,
That's
eh?
guarantee you that's what
Yeah,
that guy was doing.
Is duping still a thing in
It
there?
is, yeah.
Yeah.
They're trying to crack down on it, but it's like,
I thought they did because our two of our friends that play, Gloria and Alex, they live in the same house and they both try to get on at the same time and they couldn't.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it was like they knew that they were on the same IP or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank God.
Honestly, they
God.
should stop that because it's kind of a bullshit way to playing.
Yeah.
Which
Fucking
like
assholes.
honestly, I want Daisy to be a fun game for people to play, and it's like that because like the whole point of that game is seriously that you could lose everything. Like that's why I like it. It's
Yeah.
like it makes you be on your toes because if you're not on your toes, you lose everything. You literally lose
All
everything.
that shit you spent hours of your life
'Cause, like,
looking for a can opener.
Bro, for good loot, like, bro, to get to the bunker, it takes forever to get to the bunker. Like, you load in and you have to hike. Like, you are walking for, like, a good
2 hours.
good 2 hours,
hours.
for
That's
this bunker.
fucked. And just a fucking
Just
die.
for some fucking loser fuck to
Yeah.
be in there and fucking
ruin your day.
play like a fucking bitch, yeah. Fucking, I hate it. I hate that shit.
We
I used to get mad at COD. I used to get mad at COD. I get
COD is
mad.
nothing. COD is fuck off.
Because it's not even like madness in the sense of like volume. It's madness in like it's inside. It's inside you. And you're like, whoo.
Yeah.
I remember the first time me and him ever actually played and we got our base rated. You should have heard me, man.
We gotta track him down.
I was like, "We gotta track them." He goes, Jake, they're already gone. And I'm like, fuck them. Like, we're going to find these motherfuckers. I was so mad. I was like on a mission, dog. You think I was like fucking Rambo
He
or
was
some
asking
shit.
me how we're gonna find them. I'm like, we can't.
Yeah,
Dude. There's
you
no
can't. They're
possible
probably
way.
gone or
They're
logged
gone
out.
forever. They could be in a whole different like server now.
Yeah.
It's not like they left a note with their names. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we did it.
Can you imagine you could do that?
They used to be able to.
Fuck.
You used to be able
I
to
would
leave-
love to do that.
Like
The sister brothers were
if
here.
you found a pen and a piece of paper, you could leave notes. Usually it would be like just in the middle of the road. It says "Go fuck yourself." But like you could raid a base and be like, "The sister brothers were here, idiot," and then leave it in their tent.
You know what? Me and him actually broke up a straight up group one time
Yeah,
through
nine bodies in there.
through 1 day of playing. This guy, we joined this guy, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you want to come back to our base or whatever?" And me and him were just like, "We'll just
A
take
base that we had actually previously tried to raid.
yeah, a base that we tried to raid." And then this guy was like, he invited us, and he's like, "I'm looking for some people to play with. Do you guys want to play?" And we're like, "Yeah." Invites us back to his base. We go there. We start taking shit. So I took like a straight up like AK. Like I got rid of my shit gun that I had. Took the AK. Took the ammo. Took a bunch of food. And apparently the rest of the group didn't like that. This one dude let us in. Let me and him in. So we broke up their whole friend group in a matter of we only played with that dude. We only played with him and another guy.
It's not like we were being very secretive about it either.
Yeah.
Him and I were like standing in their tents for 20 minutes searching through their shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. And then I even asked the guy, I'm like, hey, do you have this? And he was like, yeah, man, I'll go get it. And then and he would grab it, bring it to me. And we broke up this whole friend group. Like, it was crazy because me and him got back on, and this dude invites us to a party. So we're talking to him. He goes, yeah, man, whatever the guy's name was, like Wolfie or some shit.
Yeah.
Wolfie's mad or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. And we were like, we're going to Livonia. Does anyone want to come? Like, that's all we went there for. And they're like, you broke up our whole group. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, we played for like literally an hour and a half with this guy. Like, and we broke up a whole ass
Destroyed
group.
their whole clan.
We destroyed their whole
disbanded because we went in and we're like, do you guys have any of this specific gear item? And they gave it to us. And we got back from the bunk, and they were like, you said you guys were going to come back. Like, yeah, but we failed multiple times. So.
Because I think we went to the bunker and died.
Yeah,
so,
I died. I died right away. No, you died the first time.
I died the first time, yeah.
Yeah, with their shit.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, no, they
shouldn't have gave it out. If you like, you knew the risks. You're sending two dudes to the most popular spot now.
You don't trust anybody in DayZ, or you use them until you don't need them anymore. That's
betrayal,
like
yeah.
that's like our whole motto. Is like we'll use this guy as a packing mule to get our shit back, and then once they get their shit back, we're like, thanks, bro. Bang.
You guys play on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I just got voice banned from Xbox last night.
Talking shit.
Yeah,
COD.
no. My buddy has the UFC 4.
Oh shit.
So he put his account on my Xbox.
Yeah.
So I was playing it. I'm like fucking everybody up, and I'm like texting him after, I'm like, "Fuck you, pussy." And the guy's like, "Reported." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck, bitch." I was like,
Reported.
I was like, "You just got knocked out, pussy. You think I care?" And then
We used to say that shit all the time. Reported.
I'm like, get reported, idiot. I remember that because I'm a PlayStation guy, so the only reason I ever got Xbox was actually to play DayZ with him. And so I got this Xbox, and I remember I start talking shit back, and I'm writing all this like nonsense, and he goes, "Bro, you shouldn't do that." And I was like, "Why?" He goes, "You'll get banned. You'll get banned from talking." And I'm like, "Really?" And I was because I'm like, I didn't have this because I played COD like in its prime. You know what I mean? I played COD when like 13-year-olds were saying the most wild shit to you, and then being like, "I'm coming downstairs for dinner, mom. Like, give me a minute." You know what I mean? Like that's wild. And it's funny because with COD now, especially the new one, they have you. They have you like whatever accept a thing that says like you won't harass or like do anything to anybody, and it's
an harassment policy. Yeah,
and it was hilarious because the one day we were playing, this one kid's talking mad shit, and the other kid goes, "You signed the code of conduct."
Hey man, we all signed that code of conduct at the start of the game.
We said we wouldn't bully or harass each other, so
You shouldn't be saying that about that guy's mom.
Now that you're not going to follow that, come on. Like,
Yeah.
let's
Reported.
go.
That's why that game fucking sucks dick now,
Mhm.
Yeah,
bro.
that game, the COD is like a different type of anger.
Yeah.
Like it brings a different type of, because even him, he gets angry at it, and he don't get angry at much. So like when he gets mad, I'm like, oh, you know, you're getting fucked around. Like, you
Well,
know,
we used to be good.
we used to be really
We used
good.
to- well,
That's
we
all
didn't
we
do
did.
anything else,
We, like
so.
when the pandemic first hit, I think that's all we did was just play Call of Duty
For weeks.
for weeks. Only
For
search and
weeks.
destroy. And search and destroy, it's like because like every round you could talk shit to each other.
You talk shit to the
It
other
was like
team.
it was like every round you could.
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
at the end of the round, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck you, pussy.
yeah, bro. Black
There's
Ops,
fucking class setup, you fucking
bro, and yeah. Dude, and the thing is, Black Ops 2 was like, I thought it was the wildest because if you died early in the round and the other team died early in the round, you could talk to each other while the game is still going on. So I thought it was wild. So if you both died early as fuck, you're talking shit until that round's done and the next round has started. I thought it was always so wild, bro. People would be saying some wild shit. Good snipe, pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, it was, kids are wild, man.
Yeah.
Kids
Black-
are ruthless on that game.
Black Ops 2 is prime. That shit was prime. I remember.
You're talking to the right man over here.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. It's going to sound disgusting. So I played Black Ops 2 when the day it came out to like, I think I stopped playing around almost like near the end of grade 10. I stopped playing Black Ops 2. I had 3 different accounts, all Master Prestige, all Diamond Guns, and then I reset them all and did it all again.
Fuck.
Fuck is right,
Yeah,
dog.
that's-
And then I played in a LAN tournament and I won. I ended up winning it all.
Oh, where?
Just at my buddy threw this thing together and he's like, hey, I have a lot of, and these guys all played like competitive COD, and I think the thing was like $250 was the ending prize. So, but it was you and whoever. So I didn't have a partner. So like when I went there was some people that were just like kind of random guys, like they got asked to play and they didn't know who they were going to be partnered up with. But if you did have a partner, you can go with them. So I just got paired up with this random guy, and he, off the start, he just goes, I don't play this game at all. I just got invited, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But we ended up winning the whole fucking thing.
Damn.
We ended up winning the whole thing. I don't think, we didn't lose one match.
Nice.
And that's when, like, I felt good, which was crazy, because after that land, some guy started talking mad shit to me. He was like, you're not even that good of a COD player. I'm like, I won it all.
Yeah, but
Like, what
I
do
got
you-
the
like-
money. I got the money
I
though.
literally got the prize, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It was crazy, but it was fun. There is a lot of that shit now though with like video games where you can go to like LANs and like tournaments. Like even my buddy is into like, he's heavy into NHL. Like he loves that fucking NHL game. And recently he was sending me he sent me this like tournament he did over the weekend. But he got like $300 from it. Just fucking playing in this fucking,
Motherfuckers pay him to train them to play.
yeah.
That's fucking-
And he has that too. That was a good point. This guy is so good at the game that like dudes will give him $50 a session.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Where is he going, like Fiverr?
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I didn't believe him.
I didn't believe him either. I thought he
But
was
one
bullshitting.
day I'm gonna party with this dude playing DayZ, and someone else joins and goes, "Hey, would you be available next Friday?"
Mhm.
I'm like,
Where does he find these people?
I have no
They
clue.
he plays like I think it's called ESHL. It's like where they're it's all online, right? So I think like these guys is like that's how they meet each other. And like bro, I feel like that world's so complicated. Maybe just because like I'm not into it, but it's like they have like different teams and like it's like we want this person instead of that person because of like their playing style or whatever. But it gets like. He explains it out because I train with him. He's like one of my training partners too. So we talk about that shit all the time. But like when he started sending me this, he goes, no, like this is what I did this morning. Like I just did this in a morning tournament. It took him like fucking only an hour and a half to play. Bro, an hour and a half and he made $300 fucking dollars.
Jesus.
Like the fuck?
Yeah.
And then like he just continued on his day like that. I thought that was wild. I thought that was wild, bro. Because like everybody's doing something like that now. Even like the streaming thing ended up getting really big. And because I remember when I first started hearing that, I was like, how could that even be big? I didn't understand the concept, but people actually thoroughly enjoy watching people play. It could be like the way they act too, or whatever the fuck it is, like their mannerism. But
Yeah.
I thought it was wild. I thought it was wild when that shit first popped off.
Yeah, for real.
Because it was actually funny. I think when we first did the podcast or just before, where we were playing DayZ so much that I was like, what about if this was the podcast? That was one of the original ideas. Was like, what about if we just film us like playing DayZ and us like just talking over it, like us just talking like that. Because at the time we didn't have a camera or anything at that time, so we were like, that was an interesting
We
idea.
still could, bro. At any
still
time, I
could.
hit that middle button on my Xbox controller, just hit start broadcast.
But there was like another thing, like I forget who I was talking about it with, where like we wanted to do like a Forklift Certified like stream thing where we play DayZ. Like, I think that would be interesting. But the thing is like, there's so many moments where we're not talking for like a period of time. Like, it's funny because like it'll just be quiet for like 10 minutes. All of a sudden, someone will say something. 'Cause you're just running.
You're just running. Yeah, every once in a while on your phone.
Yeah,
Look up.
you'll be running, scrolling through your phone, and then you're like, "Oh, that was a shot. We should probably be on alert."
Go take care of that.
But originally that's how I thought, because I was like, "Oh, that could be." And clearly people watch it, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's even Rain. It's your friend that streams.
Oh yeah, he does like a lot of streams and stuff, but he also like he builds PCs. He's got his own company to build PCs, and then he does streaming in his free time.
Right. But like what I thought was interesting about that, he's gonna be on the pod-
bigger, right?
I'm sorry.
We'd be bigger if we stream, though, right?
Oh yeah. for
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you hit the algorithm. Right.
Yeah.
But,
Like,
And you know us, we're pros at that.
no.
No,
No.
it's all her. We can't. I barely figured out an Instagram. By that, I mean I didn't.
yeah. And what I thought was interesting with like her specific friend that does it, he's gonna be on the podcast soon. But it was like the fundraiser thing, right?
Yeah, he did a fundraiser for epilepsy.
Right. I thought that was pretty cool. Because it goes to show you like you could do multiple different ways with it.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting. 'Cause instead of like you could do like fundraiser. There was another streamer you were telling me that does that, like a 24-hour thing.
Yeah, this guy Ludwig, he streamed for a month straight, and then he donated a bunch of money. I think it was to the Trevor Project, which is like a LGBTQ friendly kind of mental health thing.
Right.
But that was it was 31 days of
Fuck.
streaming.
Oh, it's constant.
Constant.
They filmed him
it would
sleeping.
They filmed him sleeping, and then when he was sleeping, he had a camera on him, but then there was people that would cover for him, because if there's nothing going on, your stream will just get shut down. But yeah, 31 days straight.
Fuck. That's crazy. That's a lot of streaming time, man.
Yeah.
But some people are like into that shit. Like they honestly love it. They love like watching like this, like even the YouTube thing. Like I remember I'm not a big YouTube guy. I only go on YouTube like once in a while, but I didn't even realize like how like actually like because I don't pay attention. So like when it's actually like brought to me and I'm like, oh wow, this is interesting. Like, it was interesting because they're like every night I watch like my favorite YouTuber instead of like watching your favorite show or whatever the fuck it is. It's like they go to that. They go to like this person playing like games, or you know, there's people that just vlog their day. Like this, like I thought that was always crazy. I was like, damn, just vlogging your day. And there people are like, yeah, man, what do you got going on?
I would never watch that. I don't get that.
Oh, there's just one streamer that like I find that I don't really like ever go out of my time and watch like his live streams, but I always see some of his videos like wherever his name's I don't know, he's like Kai.
That Kai guy.
Yeah.
Didn't he just get banned?
Yeah.
Him, Aiden Ross, and somebody else got banned
Yeah,
recently.
he's
For what?
the funniest fucking guy ever.
Hey, try to
I forget what it was.
try to find out. What? Sorry, go ahead.
But he's so funny. I remember the first time I ever saw of him, he was playing Call of Duty, and like he's standing up, and if he's running in the game, he's running, and then fucking real life, and you see him like fucking up on the screen.
Yeah.
And then like there's a girl in there, and he's like, "Shut up, bitch!" And she's like, "Don't call me a bitch." He's like, "Bitch, we're in war. I'll call you whatever the fuck I want."
I'm in combat.
he's like, "We're in Afghanistan, bitch."
Oh, he got banned for some fucking shit he was doing on GTA and put on the stream.
No, strip clubs.
There was also
So we got banned for being in the strip club.
there's also something recently of him getting jerked off on his stream.
No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
he
remember
was.
that,
He was getting
yeah.
jerked off on his stream.
Wasn't very good at hiding it either.
It was not good. It was not good at all. Like it was very like. And then I seen recently with the Aiden Ross thing, which like I actually fucking felt bad for the guy, and I usually like
Oh shit.
like they were making like I think people were just sending him things and he was opening it, and one of the things was it was of his sister naked with cum on her back.
No.
And he opened it on his stream,
Fuck, eh?
and I'm like,
That's terrible.
Tough.
and he goes, and all he like it was just quiet, and all he said was, "This is too far."
Who's his sister? Like, is she in a?
I have no idea.
She do
She does
something?
like OnlyFans. doesn't
Oh,
she?
I don't know any of these.
Somebody sent him her OnlyFans pictures.
Oh.
Wow.
Fake, I
That's
don't know.
awful.
Oh fuck. Well,
That's fucking terrible.
yeah, and he was like, "That this is too far. This is too far." And I was like, "Yeah, man. Like that's pretty fucked up." Like,
Yeah.
I honestly God felt bad for the guy. Like I was like, "Ooh."
I don't feel bad for him often, but I felt bad
Yeah,
for him.
like I know because he just like I don't know. He's always doing dumb shit and always saying
Yeah.
wild shit. But that was like that one. I'm like, that one is a little too far. That one's a little fucked up. I didn't like that. And then what else was it? They always get raided too. Like I thought that was weird, right? When they
by
get
the cops.
yeah, like he'll just get like swatted. Like randomly, and then like it's funny because he'll be talking on the stream, and he's waiting for them to come in, so he's sitting there like this, and he goes, "Y'all, this is not funny. Stop doing this. Stop getting me rated.
Please stop."
But they all got big, and then I remember that Kai guy was having people come on as like stream, I remember the one big rapper, she was coming on like Ice Spice, like he had her on, and then he had all the Blueface in his
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
That was awful.
And then bro, didn't she put like a hole in his wall?
Yeah, she put a hole in his wall, and he's like.
Yeah, and she's like, and then she goes,
come on, man.
She goes, you have money, like you have money, you can replace that. It's like, bitch, you just fucking put a hole in my wall. Like, what are you talking about, man?
He wasn't even mad, bro. That's why I felt so bad for him. He was just like, this is my house. Like, this is where I live.
Yeah.
But it is just like disrespectful. It's just fucking rude as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you
In
doing?
In the back, Kai's security is just pissing themselves.
Yeah. and or like the one meme of her burping. But like she was burping on his podcast and his stream, and fucking everyone just made a meme of it after, of her like just burping.
She's gross.
She's pregnant though.
Yeah, she is pregnant, and then she got
I get
a
it.
bunch of grief for like smoking weed on someone's live. I think Blueface's live. Everyone was like,
oh shoot.
yeah, she was smoking weed or whatever, and everyone's like, and then she was like, I think Blueface actually tweeted something. I think like he tweets like, weed during the first like trimester is good or something like that. Like, I was like, I don't know if you're the guy, man.
I don't know if you're like a doctor like that.
And then it was funny when he was on it. I seen something of him recently too, and he goes, oh, man, it was funny. So he goes, listen, I'm gonna cheat. Like he goes, I'm gonna cheat. And he goes, you know, it's in our nature to hunt. Like, yeah, it was like this whole fucking thing, and I was laughing so hard. At it. I couldn't stop. I was like, oh my god. It's like, this guy's just spit, like, you know, he's just like just spitting. Like, he don't give a fuck, dog.
That's like the shit that NLE Choppa was doing a while ago, where he's selling those like herbal drinks. He's like, you know, this shit will cure your autism. He's like, this shit will cure cancer. And I'm like, bro, drink some.
Yeah. It's like that one clip of Theo Von where he goes, I beat Down syndrome. Like, and you're like, you beat it?
Yeah.
You're like, okay, man. Like, I was like,
Good for you.
that guy is like, he's so funny. He's off the cuff funny. Like, it's like, it's funny because I don't watch his stand up often, but like, god damn, some of the random shit he says, you're like, I don't even know where this comes from.
He's coming to Windsor, right?
He is coming to Windsor. Yeah, I've seen that. My buddy asked me if I wanted to go. I'm debating, seeing if I want to go. Would you go and see him?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you go and see comedians at all? Or no.
No, I mean, I'm not even old enough to.
Oh,
mostly.
yeah, that's right. Fuck, I totally forgot about that.
So yeah, but by then I'll be 19. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have to.
Bro, you should. Like, I like going to see stand up.
Yeah.
Especially because my one of my workout partners used to tell me they actually used to have a comedy club in Windsor, and he was like, it was actually cool bringing like girls on like dates there. He said it was funny because you didn't have to make them laugh. They did. That's what and he's not like he's not the most, like, I'm not shitting on him, but he's not like a funny guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's very like, it's
a straight edge motherfucker.
Straight edge motherfucker. Like, he's very like that. But I think that's cool. I think I went and seen almost every comedian last year that came to. I think the only ones I didn't see was Bill Burr. I think Bill Burr was the only one I didn't see.
Have you ever seen Dave Chappelle?
No, but I would love to.
Oh my god, I'd kill to see Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's crazy.
Dave Chappelle. I seen Tom when Tom came. Tom was a killer. Tom Segura. I was so jealous because Bert Kreischer came to the Little Caesars recently. It was like fucking what last week, 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to go see him so bad, but I don't even have a passport, so I'm like, fuck. But I wanted to go see that guy because he just dropped his new special and shit. The shit was good.
Yeah, that guy's so funny.
He does so much too. He's like one of the best promoters of all time, bro. He has his Two Bears One Cave, his Burt Cast, and then he has fucking. He's on a bunch of other podcasts. He does. I was watching Something's Burning. It's like one of the like where he just cooks, and for like other comedians that are there and they're just talking. I watched that before I came here today. I was like, let's throw it on. See what the fucking
that whole like little group, like Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, like those guys are so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Mark Norman. I like Mark Norman. Shane Gillis. Yeah,
Shane Gillis is good.
He's fucking crazy, man. I like. I recently was watching Big J Okerson. His special is on YouTube. specials on YouTube. I fucking thought it was funny. That was the first time I ever heard of that guy.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, he was
No idea.
hilarious. He does like so much. Like most of his special was just crowd work.
Yeah.
Like it was just I like Stavros too. I don't know if you've ever heard of Stavros.
No.
Stavros is he also has a special on YouTube. These are all free to watch. Andrew Schultz's thing is on YouTube. They're all funny, but a lot of them are going to YouTube because a lot of the streaming services are like hesitant on like bringing these guys on because of like how they push the fucking MMA pretty hard. So
I mean, if Dave Chappelle can get it, they can too, right?
yeah, but I think with him, like he's just like, what do you want to say, grandfathered in? He's what is he considered the GOAT?
Yeah.
Right, that's what they
Yeah.
always say to him.
I would say it's
Yeah.
grandfathered in.
It's grandfather.
It's grandfathered in.
Like his special, the Closer, right? The Closer. Me and you watched
The
it.
closer?
The Closer. That's what it
Yeah.
was. The Closer. And he goes, so this is gonna be my last stand-up special for a while. He knew right away. And he's like, I shit on you guys. I shit on Detroit in my first special, so I figure I'd end it here. I shit on you guys pretty fucking hard. But yeah, man, he's you should like 1 through 19 though. Honestly, man, like you should go see it. It's honestly
know,
fucking worth
yeah.
it. Because I don't think I actually don't think watching stand up like through your TV does justice at all.
No.
I think you actually have to be there and like physically fucking watch it, man.
Alright. A little curveball here, but so on the weekends, like a little while ago, me and all my friends would get together, sit at a table like this and we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah?
Alright.
Hell yeah.
But like none of us are like quote unquote like nerds. Like you never thought like
I was
we're-
not expecting you to say D&D like
you
this.
know. So like we'll take a bunch of mushrooms and play the fuck out of some Dungeons and Dragons, and it is the funnest shit ever. Have you guys ever played that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I've never no.
No.
It's fun as shit. If you got the right group of guys,
Yeah.
it's
Who-
fucking
We just had a
hilarious.
guy recently on the podcast talk about it, right? Justin Thornhill.
Yeah, Justin.
It was
Thornhill.
funny because like him, you wouldn't have guessed. Like he's covered in tattoos, face tattoos, all covered.
Tattoo artist,
He's
isn't
he's a tattoo artist, yeah. And he goes,
Shout out.
He actually said he's like, I have to leave here soon because I got to go play D&D. And he plays D&D every Sunday with his buddies or
They
whatever.
started a
sick.
D&D podcast.
Yeah, they
together.
started a D&D
No.
podcast too. Yeah.
That's
Two
dope.
separate
What was
ones.
it called again? Do you remember the
Oh, shit.
Oh, it was such a clever
One Shot Wonders?
Yeah.
Shot
One Shot Wonders. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They do like one-off stories.
that's
They record
sweet.
it. It's
Like,
fucking awesome.
we probably don't like play like to like a crazy extent like
Well,
how it's supposed to be played, but
yeah.
like the guy who we have playing as the DM, the dungeon master, hilarious. Like he's really got it. Like
Yeah.
he's really holding
Some
it
people
down.
do, man.
Yeah,
You
like,
guys got a fat group?
I mean, we sometimes we do, but like it kind of gets a little crazy when
Are you guys doing the whole character sheets and everything?
not to like a crazy extent. Like make your character and we'll do like the basic stuff.
What class are they?
Yeah,
like
like
that kind of thing.
like that stuff. But then like we get in the game and it kind of like all goes out the window. That stuff. But like
You guys are just fucking sitting there like, okay, we're gonna open this door.
yeah, bro, like
Fuck a skill check.
Especially on mushrooms, you're probably like, fuck, let's open this door. It's
yeah, I
fu-
mean like we have fun with it, right? Like we all make like goofy characters, like really funny. Like I'm Orkthin, and I like play as like Mike Tyson, but he's an orc, right? Like, so like, I'll go around and I'm like, oh, like you guys run up on 10 goblins. I'm like, I want to fuck them,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the beauty of the game.
Yeah, like it's just crazy. Like it's some of the funnest times I've had recently.
I think it is. I think the fun times are like when you don't even notice them sometimes.
Yeah,
Like fuck, dude. Like especially just like a simple game like that. You know what I mean, bro? I've had nights where I played Monopoly and it's like fucking I'm on top of the world. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're winning Monopoly. You're doing pretty fucking good. It's funny. I was just talking about Monopoly. There was this kid recently, and he's like sitting down, and the mom's recording him. He's like, "Why are you crying?" He goes, and it's the Monopoly board. He goes, "Taxes took all my money." Like, I feel that, buddy. I fucking feel that, man.
The tax man took all my money.
The tax man took all my money. It's like it gets worse as you get older. It doesn't get any better.
I'm glad you're learning the lesson now.
Yeah, that kid.
Yeah.
Like that's a hard lesson to learn. That like this kid was like 7. Like, you know what I mean? Like this kid was 7, and I had to fucking figure that out.
And that's why mommy and daddy don't do our taxes, sweetheart.
But yeah, those moments that you have, like even just me and him always like playing and just hanging out. Bro, I've had like moments when me and him are just chilling in the garage, like just listening to music and vibing. I'm like, those are some of like the most fun times for me. It's not even like the times we've gone downtown and been like, Fucking, we're sweating out all the water. You sweating in the sauna, we sweating on the dance floor, dog. Holy fuck. Bro, we would be soaked and we'd be like, oh my God, we got to get out of here.
Let's get 2 vodka waters in us.
Yeah. Vodka waters are like the time that we drank 18 rum and cokes.
Yeah.
That was alarming. So it was like, if you used to get to the bar before, like I know you're not downtown yet, but when you go, sometimes you can walk into these places that either have like $1 drink or $2 drinks. Now, when you hand the lady a 20 and you ask, like, hey, how many can this get me? And they're like, are they all for you? Just say no right away. Say no. They can be for you. Just say no.
Just say no.
So
They are for you, but
they are
say
for you.
no.
Say no. So we go in there and we put this money down or whatever, and we start getting them. And there's like so many cups just around me and him, like just drinking.
Were you going up and being like, I need 6 rum and cokes? And the guy was like, this is not just for you two, right? And we're like,
Oh,
no.
Like, I'm like, look at all the group that we're with.
You
And sometimes
think-
it wouldn't be our group. Like, we wouldn't even
pointing at the table, like, no, whoa.
talking about, and then go to the opposite table
Just slam him.
and slam them, and we would drink them like that. And one time, the guy that goes around the bar and collects all the cups, and he just like looks at the table and he goes, poof. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm like, all these fucking, and I point at everyone else. I'm like, all these guys are alcoholics. Man.
They got fucking problems,
They're
man.
fucking brutal over here.
Come on, Jake. Let's go get 6 more.
Yeah, but definitely fucking be careful downtown once you start going, eh?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if like I don't drink and I don't smoke weed. I mean, like all I do is like occasional mushrooms. You know,
Yeah.
like hey.
Why can I ask why you don't like alcohol or
Oh,
weed?
just. I mean, I don't like weed just because like I don't.
Have you ever had it?
Yeah, I've had it. I
Yeah.
mean, I've drank and smoked like a little bit, but
What do
No,
you
like-
not like about it?
I don't like weed. I don't know. I just feel retarded. when I- Sorry.
No,
I
that's-
feel stupid when I do
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel good when I'm on weed, and then when I'm drinking, I just feel like I'm just like wow, like I just feel shit the next day. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel awful.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's. And then when I do shrooms, like did shrooms yesterday while watching the damn fights, and I again went home, drove home, like feel fine after, like feel fine today. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I didn't drive on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Baby.
Alleged. No.
Allegedly. Maybe we blanked that part out.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, I get it.
my best friend Massimo DeRezzi, like he loves going out to areas, eh?
Oh yeah,
And,
that's a
like-
fucking club, dog.
Yeah,
I got some. I'll show you some pictures after.
Like he loves going there. Like and like a few days ago, like last week, he FaceTimed me while he's at Arius, and he's like, you want to see something crazy? He's like, feels like you see him walking, goes up to a girl, like, hey baby, boom, bitch slap.
Oh,
he, like, turns
he
around,
got bitch
smiles.
slapped?
Yeah, he got
Oh.
bitch slapped hard, and I'm fucking dying, bro. I'm like, you're wasted, dude. He's like, yeah, baby, like. Let's go.
You know you're hammered when you just got bitch slapped, and you're like, look it, man, look it. I just got bitch
She
slapped.
did it again.
He's like, I like it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
She's touching me. I know what you said.
Listen, sometimes that's all you can get.
It's like, yeah, it's like, you're like, yeah, man. I don't blame you, especially if you're trying to focus on boxing.
Yeah,
and shit.
like
yeah.
it's just not an interest of mine. Like, you know what
Good
I mean?
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man. What do you like about shrooms?
I get a lot of like introspectiveness when I do them. Like honestly, like makes me think a lot. And then
Mhm.
like, other than that, like fucking funny, bro. Like I feel
Fucking
giggly.
funny.
You know, it's fun, bro. Like, and if all my friends, like last night, all my friends are drinking, getting drunk.
Mhm.
You know, and fuck, bro. Like that's hell. If you're around a bunch of drunk people and you're sober.
Yeah, you
right? So,
realize
know what
that
I mean?
really fast.
Yeah, like so, like, you know, I'll do a bit of shrooms, and you know, I'm not on their level necessarily, but you know, like I'm with it. Like, you know, I'm laughing and being loud with them. So
yeah.
You're loose.
yeah, loose. Yeah,
Loose.
Yeah, you're
chilling,
loose.
chilling.
Do you do the bars or do you just eat them?
No,
Like,
I eat that shit
just eat that shit?
Like an adult, right?
like a fucking man.
Yeah.
Baby. I ain't
Damn
know-
right.
Fuck, bro. Those, I swear, the chocolate bars are worse. So earthy and garbage.
No,
like,
they taste like garbage.
yeah.
They
If
do.
you're gonna fuck it, you just suck it up, bitch.
My
Eat
friend
that.
likes those. I don't know why he likes them so much.
No.
And it was funny because there was a guy yesterday that was on him, and he like we were watching playoff hockey and shit, and he just comes in and you just see him like he sits down and he just goes, and he's not even kind of watching the game. He's just like, and then he was sleeping at my house and I woke him up. I'm like, hey man, you fucking good? Like he was like I'm chilling. He goes, I feel terrific. I'm like, you seemed fucked up last night. He goes, it was hitting. It was hitting. He said, it was funny. The first time I ever did shrooms, it was I was in his garage, and I forget what we were watching. We were watching something. Oh, Channel 5
Oh, yeah.
before
Before the
Andrew
alleg-
Callahan
yeah.
shit. but we were watching Channel 5. It was just like this guy. I don't know. Have you ever heard of it?
I don't think so.
He does like he would just go to like random spot. Like he went to O Block and
No.
just
Adrian. Yeah, I know
Andrew
that
Cam-
guy.
yeah.
He wears
That
a
guy-
stupid suit.
Yeah. So it was that guy, and I just could not stop laughing. Like I was sitting and I was just laughing the entire time. Half the shit wouldn't even be funny. Like I was just laughing, and then he just goes, "You want to go for a drive?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Terrifying.
Yeah, no, bro, I loved it. I
Yeah?
felt like I was in a tunnel of trees, and I was like, "This
Was
is
it
sick.
day or night?
It was day.
It was day.
Like a nice
It was like
spring day.
It was a nice spring day. Like the sun was out. We drove like he went down like the river, and I was like, "Whoa, this is beautiful."
He was just sitting there, just like staring around. I'm like,
Were you on him too?
no, I was completely sober. I don't do
Uh,
nothing like that no more. But
No?
it was. I knew it was his first time, so we were taking it easy, and he's just fucking just staring, just looking around. I'm like, yeah, this is it. It's hitting good for him. I'm glad we chose drive.
Yeah, and like, we were going all around these businesses and all, like these small businesses. I'm like, look how happy these people are. Like,
None of them were happy.
I'm like, these people are great.
They're going about their day. They're not enjoying themselves.
Shoes are great.
They are good. They also help like a lot of people with like PTSD and stuff now, right? There's a lot of people that use them for that. It's crazy that it's still. I think that'll be the next thing they legalize, though. Will be shrooms.
I mean, I feel like they're probably like 40-minute drive to the reserve, and you can buy. I mean, I know it's not technically legal, but like,
Yeah.
but you know
they
what
got
I
the
mean,
bars at their fucking gas station. Just
Like, yeah,
pick one up.
For
They're like,
real.
yeah, you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want there,
Yeah.
essentially.
yeah.
Listen, I gotta get out of here.
Okay.
This has been awesome.
Yeah, for
you
real.
know,
This has actually been dope, man.
It's awesome talking to a fellow champion, of course.
yeah, baby.
There
Damn
it
right.
is. But
Finally, my equal.
Hey,
But honestly, man, we wish nothing but the best for you and your future
you,
boxing
guys.
career and stuff. Is there anything like positive you want to put out there for people?
stay hard, baby.
Stay
That's
hard,
all.
baby.
Yeah.
Do you also want to? Do you also want to drop your Instagram?
Yeah, just Jayden.Trudell.
Okay.
Yeah, on Instagram. That's it.
All right. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate you
Thank
being
Seriously,
here.
bro. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously,
Thank
Dan.
you.
Thanks.
Yeah, peace out, man.
Peace out, everyone.
See ya.
Just received in our newspaper.